Guys, how's it going? All right. Hey Tim, how you doing, buddy? Having a good day? So we're in the experimental branch, actually. They just pushed patch live to the experimental branch. We now have vendors. We've got Buzz and his themed helmet here. As you can see, we can purchase stuff. Now, I've not really done anything in the experimental branch. I've joined it, but living the dream at work. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Tim. Good morning so far. Alright, so we've got vendors. Weapons are available. As you can see, I've got next to no credits in this. So, I can't buy any of this. But, yeah. Now we're going to get some missions under our belt and see what we can purchase and test things out. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be at work, which, hey, that's fair. So,
interesting.
No pressure, but if anybody wants to join, the server is open. And I've got the lobby name pinned in the comments.
It's unbelievable to me that
the new ship has good bones, but I need some common items in order to restore her to fully working condition. Most wrecks out there should have.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and make this the way it's supposed to be. This ain't right. Alright. Alright. Okay, apparently it is the, apparently it does not disable, the ability to click into the mission when you are trying to rename something. John, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? This is completely glitching out. There we go. Oh man, it ain't gonna let me do it, is it? Because it's treating R as the way the back got a hit in the name. And so it's not giving me the option. Oh no, well that's a bug. Let's see, there might be... I don't think there's a workaround either, is there? Well, we've got the Sable Mav. That ain't what I was hoping for, but... Yep, it's just not gonna work. Oh well. It's the experimental branch. Oh.
interesting.
Close enough, I guess. Oh well. I know you guys are at work, and that's fair, but if you want to join, the lobby name is in the comments. It's pinned. We're trying out the experimental branch, guys, so if you wanted to join, you would have to download the experimental branch, but we just had an update go live on the experimental branch. We now have vendors, Buzz and his festive helmet here. I don't have a whole lot unlocked in the experimental branch. In fact, nothing unlocked yet, so can't afford anything yet, but we got weapons that we can purchase now and kinds of goodies that we're going to be checking out. So this stuff is going to get pushed to the main branch fairly soon, I would suspect, but Bear in mind, as this is the experimental branch, we can expect bugs, as we've experienced. And you don't have to worry, too, if you are worried about your progress on your main file. I would recommend that anybody who feels inclined, let's see,
Sector a few jumps away from here.
resources for ship,
Let's make our way over
galaxy
there and
map.
look for those resources.
Oh,
Be warned, I'm detecting legions
well, we
of
got a
creatures
new,
across
I'm really curious what that is. As much as I'd like to get this galaxy map fragment, that's not something I am familiar with. That seems new to this update, so we're going to do that. Right now I'm just trying to get the catamaran up to Mark 1. Let's put that in core room.
Got your six, as they say.
All right.
Jump imminent remains. Asteroid storm imminent. Take shelter.
Asteroid storm imminent. Okay.
There could be useful valuables around here that will assist us on our journey. Let's find them.
I'm seeing some juicy icons on the scans.
So that's
Very
up, buddy.
interesting.
Something there. It's cash. But it isn't moving. Supply drop is there, so that seems like the most relevant thing here. Let's go ahead and mark our destination out so we can get out as soon as we need to. This is interesting. So you can probably slip behind that asteroid there. Get in the cover.
Never fret, Buddy's right behind you.
Railgun, got a rocket launcher. Got an artifact.
Bringing it back to the ship. No problem. I'll fetch that for you.
Which artifacts are useless right now? Other than being a source of materia. Due to the fact that I don't have the cabinet yet. Okay. Alright, what's next? There was something right here. Question is, right where?
Better end if
It isn't really marked. I am seeing it on the scans, but I'm not. Well, maybe if I fly the ship right up to it, and maybe I'll be able to find it that way. We'll see. So it's right here, it says. Okay, well, that's down below. Okay. Looks like that wreckage there is what he's talking about. Let's check it out. It's interesting that it's coming up on scans, but otherwise it's nothing. Well, and there's nothing here, too.
They have some type of long-range jamming signal. I'll work on the way out.
Ambush. Okay. That's cool.
Locked and loaded.
We got enemy ships spawning in. I've actually never seen enemy ships spawn in an asteroid storm before. That's interesting.
Target destroyed. One less to go.
My guess is that they're going to keep coming, though. We got a minute and 30 seconds, so maybe I can...
Jump. Additional enemy ships detected.
Maybe I can get to that buoy before we have to leave. We'll see.
Blown to smithereens.
Just try and put this in cover and leave Buddy to defend the ship.
Through decrypting the jamming signal. Keep fighting.
We can't leave yet anyway, so...
That one was for you, Iris.
You know just what a core wants, buddy. Nice shot. Additional enemy ships detected.
Yeah, we actually have gravity in here. That's nice.
Absolutely. Target acquired.
Oh! We got one of the melee weapons, guys! Sick!
Bringing it back to the ship.
I am so glad we came here. And there's the other one. There's the crowbar.
Carry that to the ship. Target destroyed.
Okay, it looks like you
One less
block
to go.
with,
Additional enemy ships detected.
whatever your input is going to be for, zooming in, for, aiming down sights. Whatever your input is for aiming down sights seems to be how you block with the melee weapons. Okay, well, the jump out is set. There's a ton of materia around, though. I'd love to grab it if we can.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Gonna take a little damage, obviously, but is what it is. Hopefully we get a chance to try out these melee weapons. That is pretty sick. Got both of them, honestly.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
They were talking about a potential third melee weapon, but as far as I know, it isn't in the game yet, but we'll see.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Preparing to enter jump space.
Okay. Well, I'd say that was a pretty successful start. We managed to get both melee weapons. If I can, I'm going to try those both out. Got the crowbar and the wrench, which are the ones that I'm aware of being in the game.
This is where we'll find the parts we've been looking for. Just don't end up like the other wrecks floating around. Grab what you can and bring it aboard so we can get out of here.
I'm seeing some interesting things up ahead.
Good.
Purging the materia filters.
The rocket launcher is just about out of ammo, so let's do this. Let's see. Dude, that thing swings so fast. Holy mess. Okay, the wrench has a lot more wind up, but you can block with both. Alright. That's gonna be fun to play around with. Our buddy's giving us a ton of materia.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Okay, that's all the shields we need. And in case anybody's wondering, this is on the experimental branch. I did talk to the devs before doing any of this. I'm like, guys, you care if I talk about this on my channel? And they're like, yeah, no, that's fine. It's not, none of this is a secret. They're making it all public to everybody, so they don't mind if I'm doing this, which is greatly appreciated. Okay. Alright, well, and I should get to try out the melee weapons here, which will be fun.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Clearing out the materia filters. That one was for you, Iris.
You know just what a core wants, buddy. Nice shot. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
He's behind cover. Cool. Alright, let's go see what these melee weapons are all about. There's the door.
Parking procedure complete.
Let's try the wrench first. It looks like it's the harder hitting option.
Hostile forces detected.
Let's see. Okay.
Very nice shot.
Oh, I just one-shot that. Don't leave him out, buddy.
Purging the materia filters.
Smack. Gosh, that's so much fun.
No problem at all.
Guys, I love it. I absolutely love it. That's incredible.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got a component. Nice. That's the railgun, which, to be fair, yeah, it's going to be the first one you're going to get, so
Good find. Get that back to the ship.
I do not want to lose that.
New component found. Install it and try it out. Return it to the hangar for analysis and upgrades. That's the start. Leave it on the ship and keep searching.
Let's grab that crowbar. Where is it? Ah, there you go. Jump set out already.
Initiating takeoff.
Alright, so this is what we've got. This is the kind of stuff we're going to have to look forward to in the
Materia
next update.
empty
So,
collectors.
nice. Good job, buddy. Alright. Enemy ships dealt with. I wonder, though,
Initiate.
can you even use the melee weapons on the weak points on an enemy ship? I don't even think you'd be able to reach, would you? That's something that'd be worth testing.
Complete.
Because you have like a dedicated gravity walk that you can go on,
Ground targets approaching. No problem.
which I don't think
I'll fetch that
would
for you.
be...
Very nice shot. One less to worry about.
Okay. Well, that's kind of fun. Mark II Iron Belt. Okay.
Bringing it back to the ship. Clearing out the materia filters.
the last one. We've got what we need. Time to go.
So it's going to take some practice to get the hang of doing the deflecting with it. I'm obviously not good with that yet.
Initiating takeoff.
Alright, I'm jumping out.
Entering jump space. Hold on to your helmet. Great work. You found a new component. Install it and try it out.
Oh, just so much fun.
Interesting.
Good to see you.
Tim says, my new addiction is No Man's Sky. When I come back to this, I'm going to have to relearn the controls. They're pretty similar, but it's going to break my brain. It is.
Great.
I love
This
No
is
Man's Sky.
almost everything
Excellent
we need
game.
to replace
But you're right. The controls are just a wee bit different. It does cause some confusion. I also play both, and yeah, it can be tricky to swap between them. Look at what we really need now is a way to have test dummies shoot at you so you can practice the deflection. Oh, looks like Bose has got something to say.
When Barrett asked me to do this, I thought being the quartermaster would be easy. But then I realized we don't have any supplies at all. Even when I occasionally meet up with traders, I have nothing to trade for. Look, whenever you are out there, please try to haul back as much loot as possible. Everything is valuable. I'll make sure it gets to people who need it.
See, is the animation any different if I'm... See, this is what it looks like when I'm pressing trigger, and same on melee. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay.
All we need now to restore the ship are some drift stabilizers. Unfortunately, they are harder to come by.
I have been able to find drift stabilizer entries in the cargo manifests of some crashed freighters. The reason for the crashes is unknown, but Legion involvement. You should expect heavy resistance.
This is going to be a tough one. Please, be careful out there.
Well, we'll see challenge rating
Calculate
2.
jump vector to target.
I'm going to build a Corvette later tonight. Maybe I can take some inspiration from the catamaran. Yeah, that would actually be really awesome. I'd love to see that.
Get ready.
If you posted anywhere, let me know. I'd love to check it out. I absolutely love the things people have been doing with the Corvettes. It's insane. Been following it on Reddit and such. Absolutely love the creativity. Alright, well, carrying
The
a full
Legion cargo
inventory is
ship
not going to be...
temporarily stopped in a sector a few days
Okay,
ago.
well...
It's the perfect
Ooh.
opportunity for us to intercept
Supply
it.
beacon contains
Once
resources
you're
for the
prepared,
ship,
let's start
consumables,
jumping
ion
toward the target
rift,
sector. Hopefully,
incoming Legion
the Legion won't
ships,
see us
materia remnants, incoming Legion ships, materia remnants, ion rift. There's a whole lot going there. Components, weapon stash, a stash containing high-grade weapons, materia disruption field, and then galaxy map relay contains a map chart fragment. I love the gigantic door someone just posted. Oh yeah? I don't think I've seen that one. Well, this is enticing. This is also enticing, because I do want to get the dart unlocked and tested out since it's got new stuff. Decisions. This one was a tough one. Ion Rare Supply Beacon. I really want the, to see the weapon stash, but I'd also like to see the adjustments to the dart, so... I don't know. This seems crazy. Let's do that.
Jump imminent. Remains.
Okay.
There is a facility up ahead holding valuable assets, but its security system
This
is still
looks
active. You'll need to perform an
little-
override to get inside.
Are there any screens? Or is that just something I haven't noticed up till now? No sensors active. Ah. Gonna have to make adjustments. I don't even have any guns or nothing. Sector scanner, I can probably go there. What's most powered? The engine's powered. Jump drive is not powered, but we don't need it right this... I can actually... Okay. Cool. Everything's powered. I didn't install the rail guns, but I don't expect it to be too big a deal.
Materia collected.
This is still only challenge rating 2.
Emptying materia filters.
Okay, I am...
Some interesting things up ahead.
You posted it on my Discord? Okay, shit. Cool, dude. I'll check it out. In fact, as soon as I get to this next jump, I'll go ahead and pull that up real quick and take a look. Guys, I'm loving this new update. This is going to be really sick. I've encountered a couple bugs so far, which you can expect to do on the experimental branch. Mostly bugs interfering with my ability to customize my ship, name, etc. But, yeah, no, this is really cool. I've already gotten the 2 melee weapons that I'm aware of. I'm getting sector modifiers already. This is pretty cool. I'm really happy about this. This is gonna really spice things up and make it interesting.
Weapons hot. Time to douse.
Okay. What was that materia I saw?
Purging the materia filters.
Did I grab it? Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Alright, well, it looks like saying that it said that there was a countdown until an enemy fleet appeared. I'm assuming that was just the small amount of ships that came through. On this one, I'm going to take the wrench, I think.
Procedure complete.
And I'll take the crowbar for the next on-foot area. Just try both. Give them a good, thorough chance each. Alright, well, I'm at a good spot. Let's go ahead and hang tight a second there. I'll check what you sent me, buddy. Alright. Is that right? Oh, that is cool. That's really creative. I love that. That's pretty cool. For anybody who's wondering about the Discord, where he sent that. Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty cool. All right. We have a Discord that you have to get approved into it, but yeah, and I will post it up where you guys can join here in a minute. No, that's pretty cool, man. I do love, absolutely love how creative people are getting with all that. Let's break some robot faces.
Got your six, as they say. Look out the trash. Great shot.
Oh my gosh, that is incredibly fun, guys. That is incredibly fun.
Caution. It seems that this facility has initiated a lockdown protocol.
Let's see, can I hit the flyers, I wonder? Is there any way? That's too high, and I can't jetpack in here, so I think the only way to hit them with a melee weapon is to deflect shots. Like that.
You can leave some for me too, you know.
And Buddy, of course, can shoot them, but okay.
We need to get through this.
Alright, let's see what we got.
You must initiate a security
I know, it is
protocol.
awesome, right? Alright, we got, I mean, I'm gonna pick it up. I do love the maw.
Ground targets approaching.
Oh gosh, that's satisfying.
Area secured.
It's gonna be my new addiction, guys. It's lovely. Let's see. Oh, I want to do it. Let me break it. Ah, okay.
Nice shot.
Artifacts are not useful to me yet. I haven't unlocked the cabinet in this beta version, this experimental version. But it'll be materia. Alright. I think not being able to bust open the crates with the melee weapons is a little bit of an oversight, in my opinion, but who knows what's down the pipeline, right? Alright, let's get started.
Hostiles incoming. You need to fight them off until the override is completed.
I wonder if this is one of the first sectors that they designed, because this is what they were using in their test when they were doing their live stream on the updates coming.
You can leave some for me too.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Oh gosh, that's fun, guys. That's really cool.
Time to take out the trash.
Huh? Did... Okay. You gonna give me a hand, buddy?
Less to worry about.
System malfunction identified.
It doesn't appear he's gonna give me a hand. Okay.
Bypass is required.
I've actually had that happen before, where a pod lands on you, and I guess that's I'm assuming that's what I was saying had happened, although clearly I was
Legion trash.
underneath. But I've had it where a pod landed on me and then Buddy would not revive me, so I'm assuming that's what it's making out like happened. Alright.
Looks like it's time to dance.
Okay, Buddy got him.
Look out the trash. No more trash detected.
I'm actually glad I caught that footage. I'll send that to the devs and let them know, hey, this is...
Take that, you dirty machine.
System malfunction identified.
deflected! Oh, that was perfect. Gosh, this makes you feel like a flippin' Jedi in Star Wars, guys. Now we just need energy weapons.
You can leave some for me too, you know. Look out the trash.
Alright, that is so much fun.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required.
Have at you, Legion scum. Aha, got one. Very nice shot.
And they also flinch. The bots flinch when you hit them with the melee, so it's actually a pretty valid way to keep them from shooting you, at you up close. Plus they go down pretty quick. This is low difficulty, though.
Look out the trash.
Alright.
Exterminate all Legion trash. You can leave some for me too, you know?
It's gonna take some getting used to, though. It's very different from the other kinds of the other combat mechanics we've had in this game so far.
Look out the trash.
Okay, very cool. That was a lot of fun, guys. Alright, well I should try out the crowbar next. I got that too, so... I do believe that in their live stream they said they're going to make the new stuff more likely to spawn
No problem.
in the beginning
No
here.
problem at all.
So that's pretty cool.
I can carry that to the absolutely. No problem at all.
Oh yeah. So right now the modifiers, we've got the sector modifiers that are active. We've got the Ion Rift, which is messing up my engineer panel, which is like it's supposed to do. And then we've got the one that caused enemy ships to spawn. Almost immediately I got a wave of enemies. There was a small countdown and then a bunch of enemies spawned in. Credits are actually useful. Not the vendors and things are in the game, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna definitely hang on to that stuff. I've got plenty of material. Let's go ahead and get the shields up to snuff. I think that's everything. Yep. Okay. But I'm gonna snag that crowbar for the next area. Put the wrench up. Galaxy map. So right now I'm trying to unlock the dart because the adjustments to the dart have been added to this. So very curious to see what we're looking at there. I really haven't done much in the experimental branch yet, so which is actually kind of a good thing with this update because now I get to kind of see it from the beginning and see what we're looking at. So if you were, if somebody were to come into the game fresh,
No major threats detected on
as soon as this update goes live, this is basically what they'd be looking at, minus a few bugs, I'm sure. So this is basically a safe zone, so there's the galaxy map. Alright, well there's a buoy there. Alright, well let's see what we got.
Never fret. Buddy's right behind you.
There doesn't appear to be anything on this buoy. Okay. Alrighty then. To that point of
Check it
interest,
out.
let's grab the galaxy map. I don't expect anything crazy to happen in a safe zone, but you know. We are on a new patch and everything. No telling what's going to happen, so I'm just going to grab the galaxy map first and foremost, and then we'll worry about the rest. Ay. Excuse me.
I'm with you to the bitter end if need be.
Alright, there's galaxy map. Cool, that's everything here.
Found a galaxy chart. Bring it back to the hangar for analysis. With more, we'll
So sometimes there are times I wish I could turn Buddy off. Like, there are things I want to test, and I'd rather he not be participating for at least a brief moment. I absolutely love Buddy, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking him, but there are moments I wish I could just kind of command him, please don't do anything. That is especially true when I am trying to store up enough materia to grab a specific type of repair, and then he uses it for something that is completely not what I was hoping for, and it messes me up. They did say that adjustments to Buddy will be coming. They're obviously not here yet, but yeah, that's something that's planned, so I'm sure being able to give him commands will eventually be a thing, but for now, this is what we got, so... a good example is when the ship's drastically damaged and I'm trying to... If you're on the catamaran, for instance, I will be trying to craft a shield unit. And the reason I would go with a shield unit over a core repair is because even though a single core repair and the shield unit cost the same, the shield unit will give 2,000 units of health. Will completely repair the shields on the catamaran, which is 2,000 units of health. Whereas a core repair will grant only 1,000 units of health, being a single health pip, if you were to craft the 30 material one. And so it's actually more cost effective and better for you to go ahead and craft the shield unit in that instance. But Buddy will prioritize the... Okay, that's everything. He will prioritize the core repairs. So, not ideal. And it's a pain when I scrap a whole bunch of stuff that I really wanted to keep just to get that shield unit, and then Buddy crafts a core repair before I can get there. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Alright, did anything exciting happen? Doesn't appear to have. Okay. Right, and I don't have the healing station unlocked, so it's gonna have to be healing stems, which, yep, med stem I can craft, good deal. You missed it. I refilled my water bottle. Well, it's good to stay hydrated. In fact, staying hydrated was the very reason I had to step away. I've been chugging water all day. So...
That's the freighter. Destroy the ships protecting it before boarding.
Icy planetoid. This actually... Is this area...
Our scans reveal some, well, you know, stuff.
Okay. They say that drinking too much water is almost never an issue. It has been for me in the past. But, I tend to exercise a lot, and, not quite as intensely as I used to. But, back when I was really going hard on it, I drank a ton of water, and it was actually an issue where I would drink too much sometimes.
Entering the combat station.
New content? Yep. Did I read that right? New content. Yeah, new content, man. We are. This is the experimental branch. So this is not in the main branch yet, but this will be coming to the main branch shortly. Yeah, give me that content. Absolutely. No, it's beautiful. You're gonna see there's new sectors. I think they said there's 7-ish new sectors roughly, and there's melee weapons have been added. Vendors have been added. Now, as you'll see, I've done basically nothing in the experimental branch yet. There really wasn't much difference between the main branch and the experimental branch up until now.
Hurry. Enemy reinforcements are
And so I've been kind of focused on the main branch, trying to get everything unlocked. New sectors. Sectors are the jumps inside the mission, right? Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, and they are the areas you jump to before you hit the main mission, which is the final jump. But as you'll see in a second, I've also found the melee weapons. There's 2 of them that I'm aware of at this time. There's a crowbar and there's a wrench. They've showed us those both. They said there's a possible 3rd
Parking procedure.
in their live stream, but I have no idea if that stuff's been added. So I've got the wrench here.
Parking procedure.
You can block with it by pressing aim down sights, and that will deflect shots if you time it right. And then you can beat the tar out of things, which actually kind of stun locks them, which is pretty cool. The other one is the wrench, which actually I think I had it up on the shelf up here. The wrench is up here, and that is, it hits slower than the crowbar, but I think I would imagine harder. But otherwise, it works the same. I have not even tried signing up for the experimental, but seeing them with the crowbar and wrench on their live made me so excited. I love the fact I can get to use tools. I hope eventually I can use them. Use them to fix my ship or whatever. Yeah, that would actually be really cool and make a lot of sense. So far, I tested it. It did not work. Was
Have at you, Legion scum.
what didn't work was I was trying to
A fine shot indeed.
okay, that's cool.
Cargo we're looking for appears to be locked inside shipping.
I was trying to bust open
Require
kit
some time to locate and unlock them.
one of these cargo crate
I have located
with
one of the containers.
with the wrench, but it wouldn't bust, so I don't know. Not one of these energy conduits, but one of the ones that you can blast open with your pistol.
Great. Now bring it to the ship.
Ground targets approaching.
That's the first crate. Keep looking for more.
We'll give them no quarter.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Probably don't have that coded yet. Yeah, probably not. And this is all very new, so
Enemies incoming.
Good job.
A fine shot indeed.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
I will say these melee weapons are a ton of fun.
Well done. Now move it on board.
I wish I knew how to make games and mods and stuff and understood how to do that stuff. I'd love to create mods for the game since they get permission on the Discord. Oh yeah, absolutely. And so I have mixed feelings on mods. Like, I've had really good experiences with mods in games, and I've had really bad experiences with mods. It's really... There's nothing wrong with the technology. The technology is wonderful. It's... As with any technology, I personally don't believe in evil technology. I just believe in evil uses of technology. And, I've seen people misuse mods, but... to ruin other people's experiences in game. But, at the same time, I've seen mods completely change the game and make it drastically better. So, I mean, it's one of those catch-22s. I want mods like hunger, thirst, farming to start with. I love survival games. Yeah. Well, I mean, we got the pizza and beer in-game already, right? Speaking of which, I don't think I said hello. How you doing, Mr. J? You doing all right today, man?
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Now, if anybody's wondering how to get the experimental branch, if you're on Steam, I don't believe it's available on Xbox at this time, but if you're on Steam, if you're on Steam, you just go into your launch options, and there will be beta participation, and you just go down there and you select the experimental branch. Swapping to the experimental branch does not lose your progress in the main branch, and you can swap back and forth between them. Might be wise to back up your save data, though, just in case anything goes awry.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Hostile forces detected.
Love to grow pineapples and wheat to make pizza or hops for my beer. I'm doing okay today. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright. Just runs on my PC like the normal game. Yeah, it just runs on your PC like the normal game. It'll do an update, basically, is what it's going to do. You select to participate, and as soon as you've done that, it'll automatically update your game to the experimental branch. And then to change it back to the main branch, you just go back into your launch options and turn off the beta participation. And it'll, again, update, and, oh, that was all of them. Okay. Well, you know what? We got time. Let's have some fun. It'll basically just, it'll automatically update, and then put you back. Kid sniped. Alright. And then, yeah, it'll run. Same as this game. Same as the main branch. I'm not too worried about the save data. I assume when full launch happens, they'll wipe us anyway. Would be cool to be able to help test things. Maybe. I don't know. They haven't spoken to that specifically, so you could be correct. I don't know. Haven't seen them saying anything yet. They keep saying that progress is persistent. So far, they've talked about not wanting to wipe us, so we'll see. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, the more testers in the game, the better. And one thing of note is that if somebody's playing on the main branch and you're playing on experimental, then you won't be able to play with them in a lobby. You kind of have to be on the same branch. But as you can swap freely between the branches, it's not the end of the world, so... Well, I've got enough credits. I should be able to buy a weapon.
Nice. Hey, with all the stuff you brought back to base,
and yeah,
I've been able to finally
Boz has
build
his
up a good trade pile.
Halloween-themed helmet
really
on
came
here.
through for me. I won't forget it. Oh yeah, and also, now that I have some stuff, feel free to bring some of it with you when you head back out. Just remember to leave some credits for it, otherwise I will have no way to trade for more.
Yeah, vendors, they're here. See, what do we got? We got a ship 4 ammo pack, that's 300 credits. I mean, that's cheap. Large ship repair kit is 1,800. Small ship is 500. Materia container is 400, and that's 20 materia. I don't have artifacts yet because I haven't unlocked the cabinet, which actually I might be able to upgrade the catamaran, and then we can check that out.
It. With these stabilizers, the ship is ready for an
Yeah.
upgrade.
Okay.
Well done.
Nice. All right, catamaran's in Mark 1. All right. Is it going to let me adjust the name now? Because it would let me rename it, but then when I tried to... Okay, it is working now. All right. It was strange. I love that we go get the stuff, bring the stuff to him. He gives a few credits like GameStop, then sells us the gun back at full price. We do all the work, he makes the profit. He got a good business model, all profits. Yeah, that's fair. Ball's making bank. I mean, he obviously went to business school or something. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I like to make the interior of the catamaran rather bright, because I feel like the ship's a little dark on the interior.
Restored, we should focus our efforts on finding the Resistance Coalition.
Makes it a little bit easier for me to see anyway.
Activity in jump space, but we must assume
Alright, let's go check the weapons. See if there's anything good over
If you
here.
want me to scan for coalition communications specifically,
I've got
you'll need to
2,000 plus creds, so... See, we got a Mark 0 Javelin. Ooh, a Mark 1 Javelin. You know what?
I think Vosk has one. Probably using it for one of his...
I'd like to hang on to the melee weapons for more testing. I'm just going to drop this LMG, I guess. And then pick up the melee weapons. Cool. Alright. Well, Voska's got some things to say.
What in the Telmari interface unit? Yes, I have it. But you will have to give me something in return. On your next excursion, you will find a new addition to your ship. An artifact cabinet. There it has already reluctantly allowed me to install it for you. Place any artifacts you find within the cabinet. This will preserve them for my studies, as jump space travel will otherwise render the artifacts useless to me.
Okay.
In addition, it will allow Iris to temporarily make use of whatever powers the artifacts may hold. Could be useful on your missions, yes? Bring those artifacts to me, and Berit will get the Telmari interface unit that she desires.
Artifact collection is online too? No.
For our next expedition.
Well, I mean, we had the option to install artifacts before, so that's basically what... I have nothing unlocked here in the experimental branch. I'm starting from scratch, so... whereas I had everything unlocked in the main branch, and was just working on getting everything upgraded. And here in the experimental branch, I'm starting off fresh. Any specific missions that I need to
While
do?
I'm working on the comms interceptor, you should focus on upgrading our components as much as
Yeah.
possible.
I mean, I
For
had the
that,
experimental
you'll need
branch
materia ingots.
opened. I
can
created an
fuse some
account,
ingots
but
using whatever materia I extract from the ship after you return from a
I'd
successful mission.
hopped into it once or twice
Assertions will
to
yield
check
more
things, but I haven't really done much in it.
So, keep that in mind when choosing your next mission.
Okay, well we can unlock the engineer suit and the hazard suit. Yeah, cool. All right. All right, cool deal.
I've marked some opportunities.
So there doesn't seem to be anything specific that I have to do. And there's a vault breach mission here. That seems fun. Of course, these other ones are longer and...
Mission parameters accepted.
You know what? Let's do that, because it's got more jumps, and we'll get to see more.
Prepared for jump when you are ready.
I want my suit to matter for radiation since I wear that suit. Yeah, I mean, that would be reasonable, right? And they are talking about player trait systems and potential buffs from the suits themselves. Not in the game yet, but definitely something that's coming, so I agree. That's something we want. Oh, wait. Let's cancel that. I did not install the railgun.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Installed.
And then, yeah, I think we're good. I mean, I could start upgrading stuff. I've got enough ingots. Let's, let's just get some extra firepower. No reason not to.
Interesting.
For anyone who doesn't know, this this lobby is open. If you are on experimental, you can join me. I've got the lobby name in the pinned in the chat there, so feel free to jump in if you feel inclined to do so. I do understand that a lot of people are at work right now, so if you're not able to, don't feel bad about it. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Alright, what is this? Ion Rift, incoming Legion ships. Double whammy, materia remnants, materia disruption field. Materia cost for assembler, ammo refilling, reviving, and health station is increased. What? That's awesome! But there's also large amounts of materia, so you get a good reward there. This one awards materia, has the Ion Rift, which means it'll affect the power grid, and then it has Legion ships incoming, so as soon as we jump in, we'll get a countdown until enemy ships come. Ion Rift and components, that seems useful. Ion Rift. This has got the weapon stash. We're going to be checking that out. I want to see the weapon stash. I haven't seen that yet. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way and then this way. What's this one got? Ion Rift, galaxy map, materia remnants. Okay, so I'm going to go through here, here to here. I think that's... I want to see all that. That also looks cool. It would also be really cool if, like, if the hazard suit had an effect on areas like with ion rifts and stuff. Weapon stash, yes. I still want to see it. I wanted to see it on the last one, but there were other things that I needed to go to. So, we're going to check that out. Weapon stashes are supposed to have... obviously weapons that you can get to. There's supposed to be extra enemies guarding the weapon stashes, so it's supposed to be extra dangerous. And one of the benefits to doing the weapon stash is it's supposed to have a higher probability of higher mark weapons. So I'm really curious to see that in action. Oh my god, yes. Hazmat suit should protect from hazardous environmental effects. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And I'd like to see benefits for the combat suit. The combat suit is my personal preference, so like maybe a little bit extra health or extra shield or faster recharge time on the shield or extra ammo stores or something. Also some kind of perk to the sniper the helmets themselves. Like there's the sniper helmet that I usually run, and I don't think I recognize this, guys. I think this might be a new sector. I got no sensors. That's because the panel's offline. So I'll have to make adjustments. Incoming strike force, which means I'm going to have to get this in order quickly. I've got no cannon right now.
Well, you know.
Let's put that there, and then the cannon can go here, and then the lance railguns are not an option right now. Alright, and enemy ships dropping in now. And here we go. Yep. When that modifier is on the sector, as soon as you jump in, you get a countdown before the enemies come and hit you. But it only seems to be one strike force for this particular modifier. So after this, theoretically, at least this is the way it worked in the last one I got this. Theoretically, as soon as this wave is down, I shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. Do you ever sit in the sector and wait for corvettes for free material? Do I ever just sit and wait? Not really. But I can certainly understand people doing that. But I usually don't have trouble finding corvettes, as I usually play on hazard rating 5, so... usually they're gonna come anyway. Alright, we got the wrench. Let's give that a good try out here. This does seem like a new sector, so there's nothing interesting to see on scanners, is there? Some ship remains I missed. I'll pick that up on the way back. Oh, okay, park sideways. Gotcha. I was expecting the front of the ship to be... Okay. This looks like one of the ones...
Bringing it back to the ship.
Alright. You know what? Well, you know what? I've got the wrench, so if I run out of ammo, it's not the end of the world. Try and use the wrench as much as possible, and then, hopefully I won't need an ammo crate. We'll see. Dude, this is sick. This is sick. This is so new. I don't know anything about this area. Mark II side clip. Cool, cool. Oh, ammo crate. But I'm not sure where's going to be a good place to put it at this time. Okay, we got an upstairs hallway here. This actually seems like a good sniping spot. What are we doing? Batteries inserted. Okay. Battery cases are there.
Over here.
There, and there's obviously one there. But let's fully examine. And there's one here too. Okay. Let's fully. This is actually a pretty cool spot. This feels safe. Is there grapple points to make it easy to traverse up there? There's not. So that would make getting up there from, say, down here tricky if I were to stick the ammo crate up there. I realized they'd bring me resources when I started and spent so much time waiting for the free materia ingots. They'd bring me to upgrade my stuff faster. But they may have slowed down the spawns, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I usually do the mission... Okay, there is a grapple point here, so... setting this up as my fallback might be not a terrible idea. There's actually a peek out here. And there. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw... Plus, this is where I need to go anyway. This is the battery slot. I'm gonna stick ammo crate here. This feels like a good position to come to if I need to. I can expect enemies to spawn there. And there.
Look over here.
There's a spot for them to spawn there. There's a spot to fall to your death there. Be mindful of that, guys. I'm assuming there could be potential weapons and stuff in these shelving spaces. I'm not getting anything at this moment, but, you know, potential spawns for the future. This is really cool. I like this, guys. This is... Okay, there is actually a grapple point up there, so if I wanted to make that, I could. Okay. Which actually... that might make traversal easier.
Look out the trash.
So you gotta jump? Yep. Okay. And then the battery insert point is there. There's that grapple point, but that's not helpful for getting up to it. Okay. This is actually a really large area. This is interesting. I do like the layout. It's unique. It's very different from what we've had up to this point. Okay. There's a battery socket there. Battery spot there. Okay, we got a battery. Is there another one? There is. There's two here, so I can just grab from here and go back. Oh, we got a friend.
Less to worry about.
Okay, good shot, buddy. This is so tame, especially after playing on challenge rating 5 with you guys on stream on Saturday. This low difficulty solo feels so easy. Adios, senor. Okay. Still very cool to check out all this new stuff, though.
Looks like it's time to dance.
Okay, you got him. Nice.
A fine shot indeed.
Oh my goodness, that's so much fun, guys. I love it so much. I really think that this is going to be one of the most amazing games I've ever played. I already absolutely love it, but I love the direction they're going with all this. And the community's really good. I mean,
One less to worry about.
you guys have been absolutely incredible and
Time to take out the trash.
really incredible, really positive, which I absolutely love. Very welcoming to newcomers, which those of you who joined the live stream on Saturday, several of you were being extremely helpful to the newcomers who came in. I mean, we had level 1s joining, and you guys were showing them the ropes and everything. That was just absolutely incredible. I absolutely love that. That's what I want to see. So, great job, guys. Proud of y'all. It was really incredible.
Jump drive damage safe. You can now proceed to the next sector.
I can carry that to the ship. Absolutely. I can carry that to the
I
ship.
can really see this community just becoming one of the best in gaming.
No
That's
problem.
really what I'm
I'll
hoping
fetch that
for. What I'm hoping to encourage as well with my channel. Even on Reddit, which Reddit can be a fairly toxic place from time to time, but even on Reddit, the community has been pretty overall positive, so you get the occasional troll, which, I mean, you're going to no matter what. It just is what it is, but as a general rule, everybody's been pretty great. Let's see, Desperate Barrage, Grid Redirector, Collective Ref. Well, I mean, right now, we've got the assignment to just bring back artifacts, so I'm just going to plug them all in. Can be. Reddit having me rethink using technology and social media again. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I've had my moments. I very much get it. I love the Jump Space community. They've been really kind from what I have seen. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. It really has been really nice. One thing that I absolutely think is really cool is a lot of the folks in Jump Space, particularly on the Reddit community, are folks from who also are in the Deep Rock Galactic community. And if you're familiar with that community, you'll know that, for the most part, it's a very positive community as well. So the fact that we're getting a lot of folks from there is encouraging. Because that's going to help to make this community even better, I think.
Initiating takeoff.
And, really? Down inside the rock. That is probably why I missed it, guys. Well, there's no way to get at that. Oh well. No, the Jump Space community so far is really incredible. Deep Rock? Yeah, no, it's an absolutely banger game. I think at this point, Jump Space is the more family-friendly, shall we say, game. Not that Deep Rock Galactic is completely unfamily-friendly, but there's a bit of strong language in Deep Rock Galactic.
Materia collected. Empty collected.
For those who don't care, I mean, that's fine. If I were to stream it, I think for the sake of any kids that would be joining, I would probably add the mod that...
Materia collected. Empty collected.
There's a mod that tones down the language in the game, so... Can you grapple through the rock and then unstuck? That used to work for me sometimes. I don't know. Let's take a look. I got no idea. We'll try it. You got me curious now. Can I phase through it? Can I let's... You know what? I wouldn't be able to grab the material. I need the ship to be able to do it. But I'm curious. Can I actually get through? Let's see. Nope, nope, it is solid. There's probably a point you could bust through if you explored the entire map. I'm not sure I want to take the time to do that, though. That could be a little project for you. Test it out. Let us know. This sector is really cool, though. I love this. This is clearly one of the new sectors. It is really well designed. I like this a lot. Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic is first-person shooter. You're playing as dwarves in space. Ghost Ship Games, they are actually friends with the devs of this game. So, on Ghost Ship Games live stream, they actually tested out Jump Space alongside Keepsake, which was pretty cool. Groove joined them, and they just played Jump Space together live on stream, which was pretty neat. I didn't get to watch it, but the little snippet that I snagged was pretty fun. It was pretty cool.
A facility up ahead.
Dwarves in Space sounds amazing. It is. It is incredible. It's a great game. And it's like this indie team.
Why, yes. How did you know?
Indie team, really passionate about their project. Just like this. And, yeah. Really, really good game. It's got some similar bones to Jump Space, although there are definite differences. I put almost 1,000 hours into Deep Rock Galactic. Absolutely loved the experience. Played a ton of it with my friends. Then, about the time I was thinking, you know what, I wouldn't mind throwing something else in the mix, I saw Jump Space getting advertised. I'm like, well, beta was active at that time, by invitation only, and I decided, you know what, we're gonna... I'm like, you know what, we're gonna give it a shot. So I requested to get into the beta and then just got really fortunate and got in, which was really cool.
Look here.
There's supposed to be a weapon drop here, so it's probably one of these buoys if I were to guess, but we'll see. There's tons of material all over the place. That's kind of surprising to me. I just started, actually, crazy. I've already been streaming for an hour and a half. Doesn't feel like that. I found at least one new sector. Probably a second one. I wasn't... Yeah, I think I found 2 so far. But that last one that I just saw was the coolest one, I think, so far.
Absolutely.
This must be the weapon stash.
No problem at all.
That's my guess. Because there's tons of... Oh, yeah.
The on-foot expedition.
Mark II Javelin. I have a Mark I. Nice.
No problem.
Mark II Halberd. Beautiful.
I can carry that
This
to
is
the ship.
pretty sick, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So not letting me interact with that? Okay. That's probably a bug. Another Mark II Javelin. Yeah, this is sick. I found the last one I just did was pretty cool. You can roll back the stream if you like and look at it. The last sector was a new area, and I found at least one other, I believe. So, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I know, that was sick. Like, there was tons of Mark IIs. I didn't get any Mark IIIs, but tons of Mark IIs. That's,
Over here.
that's pretty sick. I had a good selection of weapons. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Sounds like I'm getting targeted. Here we go. Yep.
Material collected. Empty collector's station.
Emptying material filters.
Material collected. Empty collector's station.
Target acquired.
Been shot from behind.
Material collected. Empty collector's station.
Okay, the weapon stashes are absolutely sick, guys. That's gonna make finding the weapons you want so much easier. That and the vendors and stuff. That's pretty sick. I'm loving this.
We'll never be forgiven, 'cause we're the ones who take it all. Are you looking for answers? Are you trying to find a way out? Well, let me tell you something. Gotta try and
That is not quite enough.
Got the other one, buddy? Nice. Yeah. Similarities, if you're curious, similarities between this and Deep Rock Galactic is they're both first-person shooters. If you're playing solo, they're designed for 4 players like this, but you can go solo. In solo in Deep Rock Galactic, you get a little robot companion called Bosco, who is very similar to Buddy, to be honest. And in Deep Rock Galactic, you don't have a ship at your command, it's all on foot. So it's all first-person shooter action. But the game does not take itself very seriously. It's pretty humorous. It's usually going on sale. You can usually it's going on sale all the time. You can usually pick it up for like $10 or something.
You can leave some for me too, you know. Ground targets approaching.
Alright, we got 2 fuses.
But be warned, they are quite radioactive. Prolonged exposure is not recommended.
And for anybody who's just joining, we're in the experimental branch of Jump Space. This is what the new update will have. As we are in experimental right now, you can expect bugs. I've seen 1 or 2. Nothing game-breaking, but there's a few bugs. Yeah, we've got melee weapons. I may get it at $10. I'd pay their requested 30 if I had it. Yeah, no, I feel ya. Good game, man. I mean, it's worth the money. I do play it quite a bit. Like I said, I have almost 1,000 hours in Deep Rock Galactic. It was really good. Really good game. Let's do some organizing, I guess. Look at all these weapons, guys. This is just insanity. All from that weapon stash. That's crazy, and most of them are like Mark IIs. That's just craziness. What's the new features? Okay, we got vendors, we've got sector modifiers, we've got melee weapons. There's 2 currently. There's this wrench, there's this crowbar. Crowbar's faster, but probably hits hard, I would imagine. And then sector modifiers, as you can see. Things like ion rift, which causes interference on the engineering station, the power grid. Incoming Legion ships. The way that one works is that you get swarmed by a strike force pretty much as soon as you land. A countdown starts. I think it's like 30 seconds to a minute, and then as soon as the timer's up, they jump in. It's just one swarm. Once you've taken it out, the modifier's done. I do believe there's one that's more persistent, but I haven't seen that yet. Materia Disruption Field. This one causes the assembler, ammo refilling, etc. to cost more. Half-Life-esque. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It very much is. And then materia remnants. There's going to be extra materia. This one was really cool. Weapon stash. Show you. In the weapon stash, we just found tons of Mark II weapons. There were railguns. There were Mark II javelins, halberds, all kinds of things. It was beautiful. I mean, if you're having trouble finding the weapons you want, go to the weapon stash areas. Yeah, a lot of different things. Pretty cool so far. And then they said there's a potential 3rd melee weapon. I don't know if it's in yet or if it's just in concept. But they did not tell us at all what that was, so we have no clue. You know what I'm curious about? I think...
Just detected jump signature. Something have arrived close.
No, this isn't... Okay, this isn't one.
Sensors to scan it.
That means we probably just got Corvette jumping in. See, can I rearrange things a little bit? The lightsaber. Oh my god, I can't wait. Yeah! Awesome. I definitely so far only found 1 Mark III SMG. Yeah, Mark IIIs are hard to find now. They were hard to find even in the beta. It was It was next to impossible to test that stuff because we couldn't find it. Alright, there's no way I can fit a railgun in right now, but... Yeah, they were talking about... Okay, they didn't say lightsaber, but they did say that we might get something... Okay, let me not misspeak. People have been requesting lightsabers, and they've said something to that effect, but nothing definitive, so we'll see. Obviously, it wouldn't be lightsabers specifically, it wouldn't be called that, but, you know, branding and everything. Mr. J says, I'm assuming based on how he was talking about being able to deflect lasers with the new weapon, but then said he may have said too much or whatever, so I'm stuck on lightsaber until shown otherwise. Yeah, you know, we're in the same boat, I agree with you. That's kind of what I'm expecting too, but we'll see. I don't want to say anything definitive, not to mention his name was flippin' Qui-Gon Jinn when he said it, so... in-game, his name was Qui-Gon Jinn, and he's talking about melee weapons and deflecting... enemy shots and stuff, so you know. Beam sword, yeah. I mean, if Super Smash Brothers can get away with having a lightsaber in it, I mean, surely Jump Space can, right? Laser sword, energy sword, beamer, I don't care what they call it. Yeah, no. It really doesn't matter, does it?
Absolutely.
Ooh, credits. They're actually useful now we have vendors.
I can carry that to the no problem at all.
Jump drive jack is disabled. You can now proceed to the next sector.
Just 1 second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Smash is Nintendo. They can afford to pay to say lightsaber. Yeah, I mean, they probably can, but they didn't call it a lightsaber. They called it a beam sword. But let's be honest, it was a lightsaber. Let's see, we got a Corvette, and there's a buoy over there I'd like to check out. The first buoy we went to, which was right there, of course it's going to mark my ship instead. But anyway, this right here was the weapon stash. So this is what that looked like for those who are just joining. Right, oh snap, they did. Well, I guess Jump Space can't say beam then. Right, no doubt. Get slid into the ground. I can't open this particular crate, so I'm assuming that's a bug, but this area was just full of crates. This was the weapon stash, guys, and there was just tons of great stuff in here, so... That's what that looked like.
Got your six, as they say. Entering the combat station.
Hi, friends. Guys, that's not gonna get old. I absolutely love the melee weapons. And I'm curious to see what other ones we get.
Leave the ship as soon as possible.
That is so weird that you can't open that one. I wonder if the detection box is blocked by that box in the front of it. Could be. I don't know. I don't know much about coding or game dev. It's something I've been curious to learn. I love to have little projects of things to just learn, and keeps my mind going. But so far, coding is not something I've really gotten into. I've done a little bit of command line work on Linux, but that's about it.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield
Alright, let's go check this other buoy. I've always wanted to learn game dev. Actually spent the last last decade failing to learn jack crap. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard when you got a life, you know what I mean? You got other things you got to do. Like with me, you know, it's various other projects and things that I have that I absolutely have to take care of. Like right now I'm going through foster class and various other things to try and benefit my nieces that I'm helping with. They'll probably be going back to their parents eventually, my brother and his wife, but for now, I just want to make sure the kids are taken care of and that I'm in a position I can do as much as I can.
The bitter end of duty.
So sorry, we have vendors that you can expand what you want. On what that means. So basically, vendors are stores at the stores currently at the hangar that you can buy weapons, materia for your next mission. Oh, we got another wrench. Materia for your next mission. You can buy artifacts, which it wasn't available to me yet. I didn't have that unlocked yet, but yeah. Is this update just for Steam or Xbox 2? No, it's gonna roll out to both. This is not currently in Steam. This is the I mean, this is Steam, but this is the experimental branch, and I believe the experimental branch is only available on Steam at this time. I think because of logistical reasons with Xbox and Microsoft, they don't have it on the Xbox version. Although I'm sure they'd like it there. But, yeah, no, I don't think this is available on Xbox yet. For Steam, if you own the game on Steam, go into the launch settings and then select to join the experimental branch. And you can swap freely back and forth between the experimental and main branch. You don't carry over your save data from each one, but you do keep your save data specific to each branch, so you can swap freely back and forth between them without losing anything. Alright, so this is an ion rift area, and as you can see, the panel is all whopper-jawed. Let's go ahead and rearrange a few things. Let's put this here, then I can put this here, then I can put this here, and that'll have everything powered except for the railguns.
I'm seeing something on our scanners.
I have time. I don't have the memory, so I can follow tutorials all day, but I don't retain it well enough. I need to one day make a friend to do game dev with, kind of like gaming co-op. Yeah! That would... Yeah. I would find that helpful, honestly. I would love that. I would love to learn game dev, just to make my own little games, just for kicks. It's something I've tossed around. INRF's going to force me to finally use protected slots. Yeah, no, exactly, and that's kind of the point.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
And there's actually... Ion Rift seems to be a really common modifier, so I'm expecting it to be affecting us quite a bit. I've seen that modifier several times already.
The entrance is locked down behind multiple.
Which you're either going to run protected squares, or you're going to be doing juggling with the power grid like I'm currently doing. Well, I'm not hurting for materia, guys.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Now, for those who are curious, this update is supposed to launch before the end of this month. So, if you don't want to try the experimental branch, or if you're on Xbox and can't try the experimental branch, you should expect this to go live fairly quickly. And for those worried about that slowing down work on getting the patches out for the Xbox problems, I wouldn't worry about that too much. The reason is because
Joining the on-foot expedition.
they've got different people working on different things. not everybody is capable of repairing the memory leaks and things that Xbox is dealing with. The people that are working hard on that, and then they've got other people working on stuff like this. So, I wouldn't worry about it slowing anything down. I want them to give an astronomical number of enemies to each zone and let me scratch away at their numbers. I think it's 1 trillion to 1 from lore. Yeah. I do think they're adding modifiers that are... they did mention... Now, I don't know if it's in-game yet. I haven't encountered it, but they did mention that there is going to be a modifier that's going to give us a ton of extra enemies. So you're probably going to get what you're asking for there.
Parking procedure in it. Parking procedure.
I mean, and it makes sense, right? That there would be more of them than there is of us for multiple reasons. Not only could they be potentially making more while our human Aterian numbers were going down because of being slaughtered. Also, I mean, as with any society, I mean, just think about how many cell phones there are in the world, guys. I mean, technology is something that we churn out by the masses. So it would make sense that there would be more robots than people when the robots got the virus and went crazy. So lore-wise, it makes a lot of sense. Hey man, about your nieces, you're a good man to be stepping up. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah. Just trying to do the right thing. My wife's working really hard, and my parents are working really hard. So we're all going through the classes together. It's pretty cool.
System malfunction identified. A manual bypass is required. Materia collected.
My wife is really incredible with the kids, which I really love. She's,
Clearing out the materia filters.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Her mother was a teacher in the young parent program where we grew up. So young mothers, she would work with, help them to finish their high school education while taking care of the kids for them. And my wife volunteered with that a ton, so my wife has had a ton of experience with kids.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
She's really incredible with them.
Taking out the trash.
Also really proud of my parents for stepping up. My dad, he's not a young man anymore, and he's doing his best, so.
Ready for battle.
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
Target destroyed. One less to go.
This update's gonna be sick, guys. No kidding. This thing is really incredible. The melee weapons, which I've already gotten to experience both of them, that they have confirmed. The wrench and the crowbar.
Got one.
And then new sectors, which I've been able to experience a few already. They were really cool. Absolutely loved the layout. One of the on-foot ones that I experienced recently. Just the layout was incredible. It's drastically different from anything else we've got. Very vertical, which was really interesting. Yeah, no, absolutely love it. Love what they're doing here. The weapon stash, oh, that was so fun. Yeah, no, I love what they're doing with this game, guys. I really do. I know that I've got a ton to work on, but I like the direction this is going.
No problem at all. I can carry that to the no problem. I'll fetch that, bringing it back to the ship.
just detected a jump signature.
Probably a Corvette.
Something have arrived close to your position. Use your sensors to scan it.
What am I doing? I am doing this the slow way.
Never fret. Buddy's right behind you.
Now let's go see about that Corvette. Did I already grab a new component? Must have. Solid state reactor, yeah, that's a new component. So, for those who don't know, if you have components that you can unlock in a region, the first one that you get from each run will be a new component. After that, you're probably just going to get duplicates of what you've already got. It's usually the first one is an unlock, and then after that, they're just good for ingots, up until you hit the cap.
The ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the sector.
Loading up fresh ammo.
Corvette disabled. You may
So
now
that
get
Corvette I
another
got in the last sector would have been the one that gave me my new component for this area, for this run.
Joining the on-foot
Let's
expedition.
see.
Great job.
Looks like there's some ground
Remote
units.
trap detected.
Yep. Hello, gentlemen. Oh yeah, that final hit. So that was something they mentioned. That was insane. It usually takes 2 hits to drop those guys, those first 2 swings, but they mentioned that the final 3rd hit is twice as powerful or something. It's much more powerful, they said. So it only took 1 hit with that final hit to drop those ground units.
self-destruction sequence initiated.
Oop.
Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Alright, and I'm out. So because I missed the first 2 strikes, that final hit hit both of them and took them out in a single hit. It's pretty cool. Plus, since it's got enough area of effect to hit multiple bots, that can be really handy. The other benefit to the melee weapons is that they kind of stun lock things. Anything small is getting stun locked, so it's not going to be hitting you. So you can just sit there and wail on them and they can't really shoot back. That, of course, says nothing about the stuff that's further away, but, you know. Useful for locking down a particular unit if you need to.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Good. My shielding is still good. About half of it left. Oh, alright, had one crafted. I figures. But it is not like I'm hurting for material right now, so no big deal. And we might as well jump to the next sector.
Transition to jump space imminent.
Alright. Now step away and get some more water.
That's
Been a
the
little
freighter.
dry
We'll
today.
have to barrage it with gunfire to disable its systems.
I had a bit of a cold last week, and ever since I've been felt dehydrated. Which I tend to drink a lot of water anyway, but alright. I do think these are some of the easiest missions, the cargo raid missions, if you know what you're doing.
Warning, enemy ship
I think
approaching.
that
But remember, disabling the freighter is our priority.
when people first started doing them, there were folks having some difficulty not understanding that you couldn't,
That's another one.
that the waves are endless and that you have to prioritize taking out the freighter to get the waves to stop. And so there was a issue of that in the beta where some people were struggling to
That's another one.
beat this mission because they were just sitting and fighting the enemy ships, hoping to take them all out, and they just kept coming. So they'd run out of materia and resources. But as long as you prioritize the freighter first... I mean, it's possible to only get a single wave.
Good job.
Buddy here being proficient enough to take everything out, that it's going to be multiple waves, but...
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve. Well done, Adrian.
Take that, Skal.
Good job. The freighter is slowing down. Board the ship and find the cargo. Hurry. Enemy reinforcements are on their way.
Okay. That's all the enemy ships. Good deal. Now we got 9 minutes.
Parking procedure initiated.
I'm just going to top off my ammo. I'm going to go for it. I'm actually not going to take an ammo crate because I'm going to try and use the melee as much as I can to conserve ammo. I've always taken an ammo crate when going on foot missions, but in this one in particular where I'm going to be rushing, and then not to mention having the melee weapon as a fallback, I don't think I'm going to worry about it as much. Not that the ammo crates aren't helpful, but...
Take that, you dirty machine.
Well, there's one here. No harm setting it down.
A fine shot indeed. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm getting cooked.
All cargo we're looking for appears to be locked inside shipping containers.
Damage amplifier. That could be fun.
Time to locate and unlock them.
Where am I going to have the most issue? Probably here.
One of the containers.
I don't think any heavies are going to spawn, but we'll see.
Look out the trash.
Take it to the ship.
Aha, got one.
That's them. It's great. Keep looking for more.
Alright.
Joining the on-foot expedition.
And it doesn't look like blocking
Very nice shot.
lowers your speed, so if you want to close distance on something, you can block and run at the same time.
Ground target.
That's kind of
approaching.
cool. Some games will slow you down when you're trying to guard. Oh, sorry about that.
Well done. Now we get on board. Well done, Adrian.
I'm with you to the bitter end if need be. You can leave some for me too, you know.
I have located the cargo in one of the
Okay.
containers.
Nice.
That you, Legion scum.
Alright, I see it. Up here.
Great. Now bring it to the ship.
And do a little Spider-Man action.
Got one.
Right out the door. Nice. I love that you can jump around from grappling point to grappling point. You just gotta piggyback off of them. It's a lot of fun.
Good job. You can leave the sector now, or continue looking for more cargo.
Well, more cargo, obviously. We got time.
Some for me too, you
Just
know.
get it all. I think there's a healing station down here.
Hostile forces detected.
Yep. Okay, the other cargo's been found. Good deal.
One less to worry about.
Well done. Now move it on board.
And that's some advice I can give folks is if you are busy interacting with an energy conduit as I was just there, you can move around without breaking the beam. You just got to as long as you're close enough to it. If you back off too far, then you will break the interact beam. But if you're just moving side to side and hopping around, it isn't going to make a difference. So, and when you're hopping around, you're much harder for the bots to hit.
Enemies incoming.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
See, is that's right here. Okay. So, like, as you can see, I'm jumping around and just not sitting still.
Dirty machine.
Makes it harder for them to track and shoot me, while at the same time continuing the interaction. Whoops. I saw off the catwalk and killed my momentum. Oh well.
Aha, got one.
Good job.
Ground targets approaching.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Alright, go deal.
Great. Now bring it to the ship.
One less to worry about.
Out the door. I think this is the last one.
Time to
Nice.
take out the trash.
Good job. You can leave the sector now.
Now, is there anything I should grab before I leave? I've got 3 minutes. Yeah, I should grab the crowbar. I think that was all. That's all I can carry anyway, so let's mark it and let's get out.
Initiating.
After this jump, I'm gonna go ahead and step away for just a second, guys. Grab some water. I will be back in just a moment. This is a public lobby on the experimental branch on Steam, so if anybody wants to join, you are welcome to do so. While I'm taking a few seconds, it would be a great time for you to get in. The lobby name is pinned in the chat, so check that out. You're more than welcome to join me, and we can experience this all together.
Great work.
All right,
You found a new component.
guys, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for your patience, guys. Yeah, water. It's important to stay hydrated, guys. Welcome back. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next melee weapon after the sword should be a steel chair. Give him the chair. Any differences between the melee weapons? Mostly attack speed so far is mostly what I've noticed. Like with the wrench, it's a little bit, I mean, it's not what I'd call slow. It's a little bit slower, but it seems to hit harder. And then the crowbar is just ridiculously quick. So, otherwise they seem to be pretty similar. They both block and deflect blasts, etc. That's about the only difference that I could see between these two. I'm sure as we get others, adjustments will be made. Plus, I think they said they don't intend for the crowbar to deflect attack bullets permanently. So, that's an adjustment I expect them to make eventually, but right now they're just testing for other stuff. And, so that'll probably be eventually adjusted, but yeah, right now not a whole lot of differences, and as we get other weapons, I'm sure we'll see other things. But now, you guys were asking about the vendors. What's up, y'all? Hey, Starry, how's it going?
Nice, you made it.
So we got, you got the options. You can get like ship ammo, repairs, materia, etc. here from Bose. I don't have it unlocked yet, but
I thought I told you to go
you're going to be able to buy certain artifacts for the start of your mission. I think it's going to be random selection which one you get. They said there's going to be a set pool of the various items you'll be able to get, and then what pops up will be randomized from that pool. You can get as high as Mark III weapons, they said, up here. This is where you're going to get weapons. Right now, I've got a Mark 0 halberd, Mark 1 javelin, Mark 1 side clip, Mark 0 side clip, and then a Mark 1 maw. So nothing too fancy right now, but all the different weapons will be appearing here, and you'll be able to buy them for different costs. I do believe the Mark III weapons they showed in the stream, if it were Mark III weapons, was about 100 and was about 1,500 credits, so 1,500. And then, as you can see, this Mark 1 is 900, etc. So, you also have other preparation items. They're calling them preparation items. Ammo crates, amplifiers, shields, etc., etc. I do believe... Let's go test it. They said there were going to be beers and such over here. Yes, there is indeed. Okay. And it's 10 credits to purchase. Okay. So you can get a beer, guys. Alright. Well, in the spirit of staying hydrated...
I've marked some opportunities that may be worth exploring.
Alright, anything interesting? Well, we haven't done a Vault Breach mission yet.
Mission data prepared. Get ready, and let's head out.
Have you talked to Vosk yet about giving up that Telmari interface unit? It's one of the final parts.
We have enough ingots I could start upgrading things. Might as well.
Interesting. There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
I'm hoping for galaxy map fragments, because one of the updates, one of the things done in this update is that they've added the hatches to the dart, which is going to make it easier to get around in. So I'm hoping to unlock the dart, and be able to test that out.
The Legion cargo ship is temporarily stopped in a sector a few jumps ahead.
Okay, materia disruption, incoming Legion ships.
Once you're prepared, let's start.
Materia disruption field, supply beacon, contains resources for the ship. Galaxy map relay contains... Okay, that's where we need to go then. Materia disruption field. That I haven't seen yet, actually, so that'd be good to experience. I won't be able to go this one, unfortunately. So we'll be going here. Materia remnants. Alright, let's check it out. Right, and Nissy, or Nice, or whatever. I still don't know how to pronounce that, guys. I haven't heard the devs say the pronunciations, so I'm not 100% sure. You guys got any guesses on that side, or... I know it's supposed to be a reference from something. If you guys know what the reference is, if it's Nice, Nissy, let me know. It's actually not letting me examine it, which is interesting. Okay. Because I'd like to be saying it right, but I don't know what right is. I'm not familiar with the reference myself, so...
There is a facility up ahead holding valuable assets, but its security systems are still active. You'll need to perform an override to get inside.
Well, this is not a new sector. We know this one. Got a gunship. And Galaxy map's right behind us. Let's deal with the gunship, and then we'll go for the Galaxy map.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Never fret, Buddy's right behind you. Bringing it back to the ship.
Found a galaxy chart. Bring it back to the hangar for analysis. With more, we'll unlock new region.
So, I'm probably going to be doing a video. I'm working on, got started on a new an idea. I've started doing some of the recording of the footage for it. But the new video is going to be about the weapons available to us. So now we have these new melee weapons. I'm going to get to cover them too. So that's going to be cool. But just basically do a brief breakdown of the weapons, what they provide, what the different marks are like, to the extent that my experience is capable of covering. Just kind of do a guide for folks that perhaps want to try the different weapons but don't know which each one is like.
Parking procedure complete.
And that'll probably be a little bit longer length video that's going to be out later this week.
Attempt has been detected. Hostile forces are mobilizing. Expect resistance.
I've used all the weapons that I'm aware of, unless they've added some new stuff that I'm not aware of into this. Right now I have the melee weapon. Both of the melee weapons that I'm aware exist. So I've had a chance to try them, which they're pretty cool. we can expect changes to be made to them as new stuff is added and things are updated. And they said as much in their live stream, so any information that I provide on the melee weapons in particular right now would be what we currently have and not necessarily what's going to be true in, say, a week or two or a month from now when they start adding things and making changes. Which, with this thing being in early access the way it is, we can expect changes to be happening at a pretty rapid pace. So, it's going to mean that I'm going to have to do a lot of update videos and stuff on things that I probably already covered in an effort to kind of keep the information up to date.
Ready for battle. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Emptying materia filters.
System malfunction identified.
Nope.
A manual
Well, I need to
bypass.
prioritize that then. Okay, and Buddy got the fighter.
Locked and
There
loaded.
we go. And I'm expecting one more wave of enemies. Yep.
All security nodes are offline. The lockdown is lifted. Return to the entrance and retrieve the assets.
Cool. Now for the loot.
Procedure initiated.
Joining the on-foot expedition.
Parking procedure complete.
Purging the materia filters.
Let's see, this is
No problem.
this is a vault breach mission, I believe.
Carry
So
that to the ship.
my thought process here. Let's take both of the melee weapons. And that'll be a good chance to try them all out and show you guys the differences between the two. There's really not much at this current time, but let's see. Well, I might as well install everything, whether it's useful or not, because trying to complete that mission that requires to have artifacts plugged into the cabinet, so let's see, and the bar is up here. Let's go ahead and put that there. Actually, we still got one more jump to go. But when I do the vault, I'll go ahead and grab both of the melee weapons to take them in. I'm not expecting too many heavies, so getting up in the robot's face shouldn't be too big a deal.
Preparing to enter jump space.
I wouldn't recommend using melee weapons on a spider tank. I haven't tested it yet, but it doesn't seem like a good idea. Especially given the fact that they throw up shields to protect themselves from melee strikes.
No major threats detected on sensors.
Shields, and they chuck out a ton of grenades.
Area.
Okay. Let's see what we got. It's just... okay. Little entrance inside an asteroid. I have seen this one before, I believe. Yeah.
I'm with you to the bitter end if need be.
Nice shot. So this is not a new sector or anything. I've seen this before. But it is kind of rare for you guys to see me doing it. I don't usually go to the safe zones because there's, as you can see, not much here to be seen. And in this one, there's actually nothing. Oh well. I mean, it's pretty. All these rocks and glowing rocks and everything is pretty cool, but there's no loot. All right.
Entering jump space. Hold on to your helmets.
All right, let's try those melee weapons. I'm gonna grab both the crowbar and the wrench, and we'll go to town. I think I'm just gonna leave my javelin on the ship,
Destroy the
and
ship
then,
protect it
yeah.
before boarding.
I'm seeing something on our scanners.
Okay, this is not Vault Breach, but still. It is down to cargo ship, that's right. I was looking at the Vault Breach, and then chose this instead. At any rate, this will work just fine for what I'm talking about doing. I'll just have to remember to grab the javelin before I jump out, but I'd have to remember whatever weapon I set down, so it don't matter.
That's the end of that one.
That's right, I needed one of the crash cargo ship missions, I believe, to progress the story.
Entering the combat station.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it. Good job. Now
Okay.
board the freighter and find the cargo. Hurry. Enemy reinforcements are on their way.
So, for those of you who have joined and not familiar with what we're doing, we're testing out the experimental branch on Steam, which has had an update. This update is not in the main branch, but is in the experimental branch. You can go into your launch options and select the experimental branch.
At all. No problem. I'll fetch that for you, bringing it back to the ship.
And you can swap freely between experimental and the main branch. I would recommend backing up your save data just in case, but because your save data does not carry over between the two, but it does save for whatever it is you've used it on.
All cargo we're looking for appears to be locked inside shipping containers. I will require some time to locate and unlock them. I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Okay, cargo up top.
Time to take out the trash.
So far we have 2 melee weapons that are an option to us, which I'll show you guys those in a second. See, it's gonna be faster to get the burst of speed from that and hop on out the door. Yep. So far we have 2 that I'm aware of. We have this crowbar, which hits really fast, and then we have this wrench, which is slower but harder hitting. Those seem to be the differences between the 2 weapons at this time.
Never fret. Buddy's right behind you.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Fundamentally, they work the same.
A fine shot indeed.
Let's see if I can get something to shoot at me. There you go. Buddy, don't take it out. And you can deflect. You can block shots, and you can deflect them back. Does require some aiming, though.
Looks like it's time to dance.
Open the container and steal the cargo. Well done. Now move it on board.
Look out the trash.
Oops, bounced off the wall.
Some for me too, you know.
You can also just block enemy fire, and you have no speed penalty when doing it, so... Other than the fact that you can't run. When you run, it automatically lowers the guard.
We'll give them no quarter.
Take it to the ship.
Aha, got one. Exterminate all Legion trash.
And guarding is just your aim down sights button.
You can leave the sector now.
Whatever that is for you, whether that's... I think it's left trigger on controller, and then right click on mouse.
Look out the trash.
Take it to the ship.
Hostile forces detected.
The momentum's gone. Grapple, yep, there it is. That's the first bonus. And we got 2 more.
Very nice shot. Ground targets approaching.
I have located...
As you can see, some of those bullets reflected back. A couple of them hit him.
Take that, you dirty machine.
Well done. Now move it on board.
Enemies incoming.
I find it a little tricky to reflect the bullets back into them. I think it's going to take a little practice. I do think, as far as that's concerned, the melee weapons are going to provide an interesting measure of skill development for those of us who want to play around with that.
Shot indeed.
There you go.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
So yeah, it can be done.
Great.
It's not going to be as simple as point and click, though.
Looks
Which
like
I don't suppose it should be. It is a parry.
Look out the trash.
And as powerful as it is, I wouldn't want it to be super easy.
Good job. You can leave the sector
Huh.
now.
There it goes. Okay. Right, I've got that stem. Alright, cool deal. We got 3 minutes. So, you can block and parry shots back at enemies. This is the crowbar. They did say eventually the crowbar probably won't parry anymore.
Exterminate all Legion trash.
Let's see if I can show off the damage reduction. If anything else is going to spawn in. Yep, there we go. Let's see.
One less to worry about.
Buddy, stop killing things so fast. Alright, there we go. Buddy, you're far too efficient. So that almost dropped my shield on the first shot. It's doing about... As you can see, it does block some damage. They said about 50% of your damage gets blocked, which is pretty cool. About 50% of the damage you would take from a hit. Yeah, Buddy has no chill, no doubt, Tim. He absolutely has no chill. That's what I'm saying. Like, generally speaking, I absolutely love Buddy, but I would love it if I could, like, turn him off for testing, you know? That would, make it a little bit easier for me to test out stuff.
Take off. Transition to jump space imminent.
But they did say they're going to be making adjustments to him, and so eventually he should have commands. when I'm testing things on the ship, it's pretty easy because all I got to do is unplug the weapons that he uses, and then he can't use them. That makes it pretty easy to test stuff. But unless I'm testing the guns, in which case he's not going to be on the guns anyway, because I'll be there. But alright, Tivian Expanse. Nice. We've unlocked it, which means the dart will be findable?
How's it going? You found a way to the Tivian Expanse? Good. Iris has picked up on a signature of an abandoned ship floating around in that region.
Nice.
It looks like a small combat frame that would complement our current capabilities quite well. If you're in the area, see if you can find it.
Okay.
Interest.
Well, that's where we're going, guys, because I want to find that. Alright, what haven't we done yet? We haven't done a salvage run like this, I don't think. Or did we? We haven't done a hazardous salvage run, I know for sure. So let's do that one.
Mission destination set. Prepared for jump when you are ready.
Yeah. We'll see what we got in the shop, guys. So these are on a bit of a random pool, so let's see what we're gonna get. We got the materia options for 400 credits. We got small ship repair for 500. Ship ammo 4-pack for 300. Large repair for 1800.
Hey, how's it going?
And then haven't gotten the artifact shop unlocked yet. Did I get any new sectors last game? If so, I'll skip back. You know, I don't remember right off. Mark 1 Iron Belt, Mark 0 Maw. Does anybody remember? I'd have to look back. I apologize. I feel like I got one, but I'm not 100% certain. I do know the safe area I jumped to was not new. And
There are some interesting options.
the safe area I jumped to was not new. I think most of it wasn't new. There may have been one new one, though. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. I apologize. But I'll probably cut together like a highlight and just show off the new areas from this footage here. So I'll probably have that go live in the next day or two.
The wrecks we want to salvage are in a sector a few jumps away from here. Once you're prepared, let's make our way over there. But be warned, I'm detecting Legion signatures in the target sector.
Got your six, as they say.
Alright, let's see what we got. Sector modifiers. This one's hopping. Incoming Legion ships, Ion Rift, and Materia Remnants with components. Supply beacon contains resources for the ship. Incoming Legion ships. Is that the hull? Yes! We're getting the dart on the first shot, guys. That did not work out for me like that in the main branch. Materia Remnants. Alright. Then we got the drifting hull, which we're going that direction. Materia disruption field. So we'll get to experience that, where things cost more to craft. Supply beacon contains resources for the ship, and Ion Rift. So we're going to go to this one, and then bounce over to the hull. And you know what? Melee weapons inside the dart's compact space, when going to get that black box, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun.
I've detected a jammer inside a facility ahead. Breach it and disable the device.
Okay.
Move on.
Let's see what we got. Right, Ion Rift. So the power grid's inoperable. But that seems Seems to have fixed everything. Something's coming. Okay, incoming strike force. That was one of the modifiers. Check the scanners real quick. Got a Corvette, a couple missile gunships, and that's it. Okay. So let's not provoke them if we don't have to until after the wave is destroyed. We'll see. Oh, we got a snipers. They're elite snipers. So I'm on difficulty 3, and I'm starting to get elite ships now.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Emptying materia filter. That's the end of that one.
Nice. Alright, now we can go deal with these. Got a Corvette. Missile gunships. Let's drop the missile gunships real quick. They'll go down fast.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Okay. Now we can deal with the Corvette.
Did you see the Corvette disabled?
Okay.
You may
Corvette
board
down.
and valuables.
Let's do this.
Never fret, buddy.
Oh, we got heavies now.
Charging the material
Buddy, if you
filter.
could not drop that heavy, that'd be great. I want to see what this does to a heavy.
Enemies incoming.
Come here, friend. No?
Look out the trash.
Alright, cool. Oh, wow, that was actually pretty good. Dropped the shield in a single hit, looked like, and then I know it was low health, so it didn't take much to drop it, but that was pretty sick. Did good damage.
Self-destruction sequence initiated.
Alright, what do we got? Mass ejector engine. That one's fun.
New component found. Install it and try it out. Return it to the hangar for analysis and upgrades. Component installed.
Sure. We'll use it. Why not? We need shields. Probably ammo. Yeah.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Okay. As common as ion rips are right now, I suspect that protective power is going to be pretty important going forward.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Clearing out the materia filters.
Right. I put in a new engine. Of course, it's not going to be powered. So the scatter engine, mass ejector engine. Let's get it right. The mass ejector engine is tied with the microplasma engine for speed. Other than the fact that the mass ejector engine holds its speed for longer than the microplasma engine does. So they'll hit the same top speed when upgraded, but this one will hold its speed for longer. The biggest benefit to this one is that you can fire off flares to throw off rockets, which is fun. It's got a halfway decent turn speed.
I'm with you. Consider engine beat.
Okay, well it was like a 3 or 4 strike. Let's see, we got another one.
One less to worry about.
Dude, crowbar is so much fun, guys. This is ridiculous.
Some for me too, you know.
I do love that. Alright. Well, as I'm going to be using melee a lot, I don't think I'm going to necessarily need an ammo crate for this. We'll see. It's interesting.
Caution. It seems that this facility has initiated a
The same way you would fire a gun, whether that's left click or right trigger or whatever you're using, will activate melee, but you can also just use melee and it'll do the same thing.
The jammer is behind that locked door. I have located batteries.
Let's take a look around for goodies.
The mechanism and open the door.
There's sometimes a crate here, but there's not now. Alright, cool. Doesn't appear to be anything worthy of note. Let's just grab batteries.
Hostile signatures detected. You're not
None
alone.
here. Here, a laser drone. What I'm about to do is very dumb and dangerous. I don't recommend repeating it. Yep, very dumb and dangerous. But I want to know, like, how many swings does it from a crowbar does it take to drop a laser drone? You know? This is an important question, guys. If he would just get in range. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, guys. Oh, well, there you are. So, more than 4. Okay. On difficulty 3, it's more than 4 strikes to take out a laser drone with a melee weapon.
We'll give them no quarter.
Sacrificing my health for science here, guys. Oh, we got a spider tank. I said melee was a bad idea on them, but we'll find out here in a minute, because I am going to test it. I need to know, guys.
Great shot.
Come here. Yep, up goes the shield, the repulsion shield. Okay, you can't even get that close. I don't know, that's just... That's unfortunate. Yeah, he just keeps pushing me away. Okay. Good to know.
You can leave some for me too.
Okay.
Ground target.
So if you're gonna run melee weapons, I recommend your melee weapon and probably one other weapon. Something that'll handle things at range better.
Dirty machine.
That'll be useful for laser drones, spider tanks, etc.
A fine shot indeed. Exterminate all Legion trash. One less to worry about.
Oh, nice laser. See if I can get a boost there. Did. Good. Oh, he's still hitting me. There he is. Okay.
Enemies incoming.
Got on a spider tank. I wonder if that would stack. These would stack nicely with the artifact that heals you when you get a melee kill. That'd be almost a little busted. But then I don't mind my artifacts being busted.
One less to worry about.
They are temporary buffs that are kind of randomized, so busted's fine.
Looks like it's time to dance. One less to worry about.
Alright. Cool.
Access granted. Proceed to the jammer.
Spider tank. Well, you know what? I did put down an ammo crate that I need to fall back for. There's really no reason for me to stick around and fight all these things.
Jump drive jammer disabled. You can now proceed to the next sector.
Okay. Literally 0 loot. Wonderful. Okay. Well, jammer's down.
Exterminate all Legion trash.
Alright. Well, next area. What do we got? The dart. Let's do it.
Initiating takeoff. to enter jump space.
I have a meeting to go to. We'll join back later if I can. Good luck with the dart. Thanks, man. Sam, you have a good one. I appreciate you joining, buddy.
There is a facility.
Did you get any new sectors last game? So I'll skip back.
But its security systems are still active. You'll need to perform an override to get inside.
Guess I'm a little late on responding to you, Tim. I apologize. Alright, well, the dart's right here. Alright, cool deal. We're going all melee.
Joining the
Alright,
expedition.
let's go break things.
Clear out the intruders.
It's so ridiculous, guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've never had it that easy to clear out the dart before. That is bonkers.
No problem.
Alright, well, I've got intruders on the ship, so let's use this one. I used the crowbar to clear out the dart. Let's use the wrench to deal with the intruders.
Found the black box.
Hi, friend. Cool. I don't know that I have a preference between them. The wrench moves a little bit slower, but hits a little harder. The crowbar is faster, doesn't hit quite as hard, but still hits really hard. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe the crowbar is the better pick, but I could be mistaken. All right, I apologize, guys. I've got to step away for just a sec. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. YouTube is not responding. Okay, guys, if you guys can see me and hear me, let me know. I'm receiving strange messages that I haven't received before from YouTube. Right, there it goes. It looks like it's coming back up. Okay, I don't know what that was all about. YouTube was giving me error codes.
Check it.
At any rate, looks like we're back up and going okay now.
The entrance is locked down behind multiple security protocols. Find and disable the control nodes to gain access.
Joining the on-foot expedition.
Got another crowbar.
No problem at all.
So the melee weapons are really common right now, guys. Pretty easy to find. I'm curious what they'll be like after they are pretty normal and everybody's used to them. There's material cloud up there.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Purging the materia filters.
Sorry for if there was any interruption there, guys. I don't know what happened. YouTube glitched out.
Unauthorized access attempt has been detected.
Seems to be working now, but if you're experiencing any difficulties on your end, let me know.
Entering the
Progress halted. You need to perform a manual bypass to proceed.
and there's more where that came from.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve. System malfunction identified. A manual bypass.
Figured it was gonna break pretty quick.
Target acquired.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Ready for battle.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Locked and loaded.
And missiles are irrelevant.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Clearing out the materia filters. Weapons hot. Time to dance.
Okay, guys, we seem to be back up. I don't know what happened there. YouTube glitched out for a minute.
The lockdown is lifted. Return to the entrance.
Shows me I lost a ton of frames and the footage was not covering, so I don't know. That seems to be working okay now. If you guys are experiencing any troubles, let me know. I'll see what I can do to take care of it, but seems okay from my end.
Never fret. Buddy's right behind you. I can carry that to the ship. Absolutely. Bringing it back to the ship. Absolutely. No problem at all. No problem.
Oh,
I'll fetch
we
that
got
for you.
pizza. Ooh, we got pizza brawler. I'm curious. By the time I get over to this other side of the ship, Buddy's gonna grab that materia, I'm sure.
Purging the material filters.
Maybe I should say that before I get to the other side of the ship.
I've detected new jump drive jams.
Okay.
We need to destroy the source before we can make a jump.
Entering the combat station.
So there are missiles. Okay. There's a Corvette.
Got one.
Okay, just the Corvette all that's left. Seems to be.
The ship needs ammo. Build ship ammunition in the
Loading up fresh ammo.
Corvette disabled. You
Sure.
may board it and look for valuables. I've just detected a job signature. Close to your position. Use your sensors to scan it.
Got another Corvette. Okay. Let's deal with this one first.
Got your six, as they say.
And right side.
Look out the trash. You can leave some for me, too, you know.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Alright, that there. Plug that in. Let's deal with these artifacts. I'm just gonna plug them all in because I have that assignment for Vosk. The fourth one. Let's see, that's pizza crawler. Gain 150% melee damage while holding a pizza. Now I am curious, will that affect the melee weapons? I mean, we've got to test it, right? So... Undercooked? That is not what I wanted. Guys, last night, my wife, she... Am I getting, like, infinite slices here? What's going on? Okay, properly cooked. Is that what it... Is the consumable it? Component stabilizer? No. I don't know. Seems like it was just a glitch. Okay. Okay. We shall test. Let's put the shields up. Let's make sure that everything's working here like it's supposed to be. Seems to be. Okay.
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
Alright. Now we have another Corvette to go deal with, and I think it'll be a good time to test out the melee combat with the pizza slice. Now if I'm getting 150 bonus damage, then a single hit from this crowbar should be enough to drop small enemies. Theoretically.
Joining the on-foot expedition.
About to find out.
Ready for battle.
I mean, those drop in a single hit anyway. Ah, the one thing that I could have tested, Buddy took out.
Lost the target.
And disabled.
Corvette disabled. You may board it and look for valuables. Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship as soon as possible.
Okay. Well, we'll get another chance. I'm not overly concerned. I will say good weapons are a lot easier to come by in this update than they were in the main branch. I've already found lots of Mark IIs and such.
Enter jump space. Hold on to your helmets.
Having access to the vendors and having the weapon stashes and things like that pop up is making a huge difference. So finding the weapons you're looking for should be a lot simpler now. Which is nice. Make it less painful when you lose what you really love.
Just don't end up like the other wrecks floating around. Grab what you can and bring it up.
Alright, so more than likely the only thing here would be mines. Yep.
Get over here.
Okay. Both points are about the same distance away, so it really wouldn't matter which one to go to first. Okay. Should be safe there. Let's grab that pizza slice. Time for some testing. And down.
The bitter end of me.
Got a shielded opponent.
Hostile
Got a
forces
flyer.
detected.
Let's see.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, he's still a two-shot. So I don't think the pizza brawler is affecting them. The melee weapons, unfortunately.
Look out the trash.
By comparison, yeah, see, he's a one-shot with a pizza slice. Yeah. Seems like that only affects the pizza itself. That's unfortunate.
Good find. Get that back to the ship, then keep looking for more.
But I'm sure the artifact that makes it to where your melee attacks heal will affect this, so...
That's a start. Leave it on the ship and keep searching.
I believe there were... Yep, it's over here. I believe there were mines. Yep. Should be able to blast cover, right?
Attached mines detected. Remove them.
There's something I wonder though. Okay, yeah, it works. You can melee the mines off the ship. You do take damage from it though, so that's something to take note of. Definitely worth doing though. That was fun. Alright. We got point of interest here. Let's get the ship in cover. Good deal. And then off we go. Whoops, wrong grapple point.
Never fret, buddy's
There we
right
go.
behind you.
So yeah, you can melee mines off the ships. That's interesting.
Looks like it's time
That
to
is a
dock.
spider tank, which we've established at this point, guys. Don't rush down spider tanks with a melee weapon. Bad idea. Not that we didn't anticipate that it would be, but, you know, had to test it. Ooh, there's a shielded guy, though. I want to test that. I mean, it should pretty much stun lock him to death. It does. That's sick.
Hostile forces detected.
Okay. So the melee weapons are really powerful. The issue with the melee weapons is closing in. You can... I mean, you can't run while blocking, but you can block fire to reduce the damage you take. Let's see, because normal damage, I drop health. Yeah, I actually drop health a lot less quickly when I'm blocking. So that's pretty cool.
That's the last one. We've got what we need. Time to go.
Alrighty then. Can I jump from cover? Yes. Yes, I can. Cool. Well, the melee weapons are excellent. I look forward to seeing what else they add. Right now, so far, all I've seen is the crowbar and the wrench, and they're extremely easy to find, very common. And then, yeah. So, but they did say there will be more coming, and that the idea of deflecting shots, which you can do with these, is with that parry, is something they're testing out for other weapons. So that's pretty cool.
You found a new component. Install it and try it out.
And we just unlocked the dart. Let's go do that.
Good to see.
Sure, have a look.
You found the ship. It's a Dart DT-4, a fast and nimble heavy fighter frame focused on forward-facing weapons. It's in a bad state, but with some repairs I think it can serve us well. Good find.
You fly them, I repair them.
Alright.
Sure, have a look.
And then we want to customize the color. Interior. I like to keep the dart a little bit lighter in color and a little bit of accent here. Just makes it easier to see what you're doing.
Nice work.
Your last few missions brought in enough high-grade material for me to fuse a bunch of ingots. Now that you've got a few, feel free to spend them on whichever upgrades you think will help most in your upcoming missions.
So, for anyone who may have just joined, we've got vendors now. You can buy preparation items, ammo, repairs,
Hey, you're back.
materia,
What? You have done.
and I just unlocked the ability to buy artifacts. So we should try that out.
See, I have been able to refill some of the artifacts you brought to me. Feel free to take them with you on your missions, if you have use of their powers.
Okay, cool. We'll pick up... Actually, I can just mark it, can I? So what's worth taking? Scrap mechanic, shield reflector. When shields are damaged from dealt to attacker. Let's go with Legion blueprints.
For your service, I have delivered the Telmari interface unit to Berit.
Okay.
May it serve her well.
I love that guy. Vosk is awesome. Alright, you can buy weapons. So right now we got option of a Mark 0 Javelin, Mark 0 Maw, got a 1 side clip, Mark 1 Maw, and Mark 0 Halberd. This swaps out each time. It is a pool of weapons. It can be various marks. I've seen up to Mark 2 so far. And then we've got other preparation items here. And beer is here. Oh wait, Christmas must. That one is supposed to be special over in Sweden.
Nice work convincing Vosk to hand over that Telmari interface unit. I hope the crazy old man didn't give you too much trouble. With the interface unit installed, I've got the communications interceptor up and running.
The comms interceptor is functioning as intended. Find
I'm curious.
Barrett.
Thanks, Iris.
Can you cancel bringing something aboard the ship, and do you get your credits back? You do? Okay, so nothing is set in stone until you launch the mission. Okay, well that's good to know. That's pretty cool. See, Buddy wants to talk to us.
Barrett has tasked me with overseeing the acquisition of more materia ingots. You know, the materials you need to upgrade ship components. She can assemble some ingots by fusing residual materia from your missions into the higher grade needed for component upgrades. But there is another source we mustn't overlook. Components already contain some of the high-grade materia we need. All you need to do is bring back some extra components that you don't have use for, and we can break them down into additional ingots.
Let's see.
Or, if you just happen to find some...
Just don't get your credit backs for the beer.
That would also work, I suppose. Good luck.
So it looks like beer is once purchased, it's sold.
A clearer view of what ships are transitioning through jump space, and it's already showing results. I have detected the signature of a ship belonging to the Atiran Resistance Coalition.
Okay.
Found them? That's great.
Yes, that was the good news.
Okay, what's the bad news?
The ship is transmitting a distress call. They are under attack by the Legion and request immediate combat assistance.
This is our opportunity. If we help them out, they'd owe us big time.
I have already processed the coordinates. We can leave whenever you are ready.
Hey, lots of chit
Good to
chat.
see.
Lots
Hey,
of chit chat.
The distress call from the coalition ship is still active.
You need to get over
Okay,
there
let's see. Can we
fast.
select it? We
They won't
can.
hold out much longer without our help.
Good deal.
Mission destination set.
All right.
Prepare for jump when you
More
are
chit chat.
What did the artifacts you have brought me so far have been disappointing, lacking
Bigger, lacking in power. I don't know. You sound like Darth Sidious, dude.
I need you to enhance them. Yes. Allowing them to consume each other will increase their power.
Let's see.
Artifacts I need. Now go on your way.
Can equip that. We're in the dart. So let's run. You know what I should do? Having protected squares is starting to become very important. So let's do that. And because of the ion rifts and everything that we're encountering, they're starting to become very important. Alright.
I've marked some
We've already selected the mission, so we can just launch. We're going to be trying out the dart. So guys, I have not had a chance to try out the new hatches on the dart. Anybody just joined? Good timing. We're getting to try this out for the first time. This is the experimental branch on Steam. I don't believe there is an experimental branch for those of you on Xbox, but I believe that is due to the logistics of Microsoft setup. But if you are on Steam and you want to try out the experimental branch, it is available to everybody. All you got to do is go into your launch options and select the experimental branch. It'll update, swap you over to the experimental branch, and you can swap using that same method between the different branches at will, but save data does not carry over between branches, but it will remain for... Okay, so being able to bring artifacts on the ship right from the start is actually pretty cool. It won't... Save data doesn't carry over between experimental and main branch, but you can swap freely between them without losing your data. It is probably recommended to go ahead and back up your data, though, just to be safe. But yeah, currently on the experimental branch, and we've got sector modifiers, okay? Materia, High Legion Presence. Actually, I don't think I've experienced that yet. That one I'm curious about. Components. Materia Rift, Ion Rift. While these look interesting and would provide the kind of things I'm looking for, I kind of want to see that modifier with the High Legion Presence. I'm curious. So let's check that. Hatches. Okay. Okay, this actually looks cleaner than what they showed us in the live stream. Before, the hatches were open and it just kind of showed the hull of the ship, which was kind of weird. But now we got the hatches closed. That's actually not too bad. Makes the walking space up on the top even more tight, but you can now repair the shields in the middle of combat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, we got a rail. See, what's going to make most sense? I need a way to fit multiple things in here, so we need to... We're going to have to do some swapping around of stuff. Let's put this up, say, here. Put this here, and then this tube will fit here. I'm not going to be able to fit everything in, obviously, and I don't even think that that's all going to fit like that. Let's try do that, and then yeah, I still can't fit that. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm just gonna have to... The only way this is gonna work is to swap components. Alright, that's fine. I haven't unlocked the generators in this build yet, in the experimental build, so... I have everything unlocked in the main branch, but I have barely done anything in this branch, so... Just got the dart.
There's a ship in the sector carrying a portable jammer. We need to destroy it before we can proceed.
Please do better, Tetris. Okay. Tell me, what would you recommend, my friend? Because I can move this here, maybe. But that's not going to work for that. Let's see. If I do that, that opens up that space, but again, that's not going to fit in. Yeah, there's just... I don't think there's a way. If you see a way, let me know.
Scanners are detecting something.
And certainly I can't get in the special weapon. But, yeah. Okay, we've got some elite ships and an elite gunship. And like 6 mines gathered together. That's interesting. I almost had it before. Is there a way to get it that you're seeing that I don't? Just needed to turn the sensor plug. Okay. I'll recheck it. You're probably right.
That's it. We disabled the jammer. We can leave whenever we want, but you should probably gather any valuable items left from the explosion. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
I do love the dart. And with the adjustments, I think other people are going to come to love the dart too. probably the most pilot-friendly ship out of them all.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Okay.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Said I just needed to turn the sensor plug. Yep, you're right. Alright, better Tetris it was. Okay. Mines are there.
Over here.
Doesn't look like there's really anything else to see here, unfortunately. It says High Legion presence, which means there's a lot of ships. That's probably why there's, probably why there was 6 mines instead of the typical 3 that you'd get. But I'm not really seeing anything else of interest in this area. It's too bad it's not a ground area.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
Is there anything there, I wonder? Yeah, it's going to be so much easier to do all that mid-fight now. I like that workaround. That's pretty good. And right, I was going to go check that wreckage. I don't think there's anything there, but we'll check it real quick.
Never fret, Buddy's right behind you.
Doesn't look like there's anything there. Nah. Okay. It now is irrelevant where you land. Oh, the top, they gave it 2 grapple points instead of 1 to compensate for the middle space being so tiny now. That's interesting. Okay. It now doesn't matter where you land on the dart, you'll be able to get on board the dart regardless. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice fix. Let's see. Need utility. Probably shields. Probably not burning through ammo too quickly, as Buddy doesn't have a weapon that he can use right now. But we'll see. Yeah, no, full crate still. Alright. Doesn't seem to be much else to see in this area.
A facility up ahead contains a jammer. We'll have to enter and shut it down before we can continue.
Alright, everyone's favorite radioactive fuse area.
Something.
Okay. Sorry about the dog barking, guys.
The console here will open the door to the jammer, but it needs power to do it. The jammer is behind that locked door. I have located batteries.
Let's see, we got Mark II Maw. That's cool. But between that and a melee weapon, you'd be going all close range. Interesting. And as you can see, those protected squares are coming in clutch, given the fact that this is an ion rift area. Alright, cool.
Initiating takeoff.
Guess I should check the scatters and make sure there's... Okay, there's a buoy over here and some materia there. Let's check out... We don't have to deal with the sentries regardless. Guess that's underneath. Hello, friend. Huh. Let's check out that buoy. It's one of those broken wrecks, so there's probably not a lot here, but we'll check it anyway.
Joining the on-foot expedition.
But it does have gravity. I'll take it. It doesn't look like there's anything here, actually. Goody. Go. Still getting the marker that something is here. Oh, it's a wrench. Okay. That's pretty seamless, guys. That works good.
Parking procedure initiated.
Got your sixes.
Parking procedure complete.
Took out the trash.
Nope, I totally missed. Not very good at that yet. And I bounced off. At this point, it would have been faster to use the door, guys.
Looks
Ooh,
like it's
I'm up in
time
the
to
ceiling. That's cool. I wonder, can you phase through? I don't know. They didn't let me. You probably could, though, if you gave it enough effort.
Great job.
Okay, we got 2 batteries here.
Brought back to the console. But be warned, they are quite radioactive. Prolonged exposure is not recommended.
And we got our fuses.
Initiating takeoff. Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
And given the fact that we have mostly protected squares, I really don't see the radiation being that big a deal. Especially given the fact that we're running it specifically for these ion rift areas. So.
Parking procedure
Okay,
initiated.
cool deal.
Parking procedure complete. Great. See if you can find another battery. Override completed. Good job. The door mechanism is now ours to control. When access granted, proceed to the jammer.
Bringing it back to the ship.
Squad tactics, materia, shield reflector, and nothing else. Okay.
Jump drive jammer.
Actually, there's something down here. Okay.
Now proceed to the next sector.
Is that new or am I just dumb? I don't remember them being able to put a crate there. See, shield reflector. When shields are damaged, 50% of the damage is dealt to attacker. Eh. It is good, but you know what? He wanted me to power up artifacts, so we might as well do that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the next story.
Initiating takeoff.
And this is the mission to unlock the coalition, so...
Entering jump space. Hold on to your helmets.
So far, doing pretty good in the experimental branch. Unlocked quite a few. Oh, this is definitely a new sector.
Let's find them.
Tim, if you're still watching, this is a new sector, buddy. We're gonna take a quick look around before we get cooking too hard. I have not seen this yet. See, we got a buoy back here. Ship remains. Gunship and a light fighter are the only... What is that big space there? I wonder. We're gonna take a look around. So they got the ships, so I'm not being harassed, and then we're gonna explore. This is kind of cool. I like the way this gives me almost strong Tatooine Star Wars
Find shelter immediately.
vibes. Let's see, is there a place I might be able to get protected? We'll see. See, maybe behind that pillar. Yeah, it's some protection. Alright. Probably still gonna get fires, but... Okay, solar flare's done. Cool. And that would have done damage to those enemy ships, too, so... Yeah, it looks like the gunship's the only thing that survived. And just barely. It's got less than a quarter of its health. About an eighth. It doesn't even appear to be moving. What's going on here? Is it disabled? It must be. No, it's not. Okay, it was just... Okay. Interesting. Alright, let's grab the buoy, let's grab the materia, and let's have a look around. I want to see what this place is like all around it. This is kind of cool. I do like the stone pillars and stuff. It's kind of epic looking. Hold the phone, I want to see that. You got beautiful view of the stars. That's kind of cool. Got planet that we can see off in the distance there. Good view of the moon here. This is really cool. I like this. There's an argument to be made for the procedural generation that you get in, say, something like Deep Rock Galactic.
Area collected. Empty.
But I also can appreciate the more handcrafted nature of this game and the sectors. They do get a little bit repetitive, but at the same time, with procedural generation, you will occasionally find something that's stunning to look at. But you're also going to get a lot of strange generations. With this, they can handcraft it and make it look absolutely stunning, which is really cool. I don't think that there's a right or a wrong there. I think that they're both viable and both pretty cool. So. And now it doesn't matter where you land, you can get on inside the ship, either way. Pretty cool. Alright, let's have a look around. I just want to see what's... Some of these places will have like little hidden places where there'll be stashes of loot that don't necessarily pop up on scans and such. I found that in a few different places, so it's worth taking a look around and see what's up. Plus, I just want to see what's available here, what it looks like. Protecting deep space radiation, that's fair. And yeah, that's just a blip through the terrain, but you're not meant to come out this far. As you can see, my ship's actively taking damage. Okay. More deep space radiation that way. So that's out of the target zone. Just wreckage there, nothing to see. Alright, well this is really cool, guys.
Parking procedure.
I have no idea what this is all about. Looks like we're going to be going in on foot. There's a grapple point here. Can you jetpack here?
With you to the bitter end if need be.
Before you get to those, rigs, you can jetpack. Oh, wait, here we go. Getting sealed inside. Alright, this is cool. We'll see what we got. Alright. Industrial. Looks like it goes about in a loop. There's something up there, something there. Let's take a look around.
We'll give them no quarter.
Search for any valuables is all it says. There's a grapple point there. So this is new. This is in the update. If you are just joining us, guys, we are in the experimental branch on Steam. This is something that they've added. This is a new sector. They also added melee weapons like this crowbar, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I don't see a whole lot down here, but I like this layout. We got grapple point there.
Ground targets approaching. Take that, you dirty machine.
Alright, cool. There's a door there. It looks like a place for bots to spawn. So, I have no idea what I'm getting into here, guys. I have not done this. There's a grapple point for making quick egress. Okay. I didn't check that little area down there. There's another grapple point there. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, you can probably get to that from the ground. These are fun. That guy. That's all pretty cool. And then, yeah, from the ground, you can hit that grapple point. Alright. I like the design of this. This is pretty neat. Cool. Alright. Let's see what we got. I don't know what this sector is all about. Not sure what to expect. But got a door here. I'm assuming that's where the loot is going to be. There's a crowbar up there? Okay. There's another point for baddies to come out there. There's loot over there. We got a grapple point. Yep. I'm assuming we're supposed to go from over there. Okay. I believe this is where we came in. Yeah, that's where we came in. So probably from... probably from there to there, I would think. Okay. And we should be able to go to this. Alright, this is pretty cool. I like this layout. It's interesting. And then I should be able to hopefully hit that grapple point. And then hit that grapple point. And ran with this loot. Cool. See what we got. Rocket launcher?
Absolutely.
I did see a crowbar being marked, so... that's here.
No problem. I'll fetch that for you.
And we got an ammo
Bringing it back
crate.
to the ship.
I think that's probably everything that's here, guys. I don't really see much else. I don't know what this is all about, though. Wait. Alright, here we go. Energy conduit. I just didn't see it. I was expecting it to be on the right side. It was on the left.
Security protocol on this door. It will take me a moment
Okay, cool.
Expect Legion competition.
And as you can see with the melee weapons, you can deflect blast back at that. The reason that ground unit stunned was because I deflected the shot back at him. It's a little tricky to do, though. It is fun, though. Okay.
Doors unlocked.
Alright, and we're in. This is really cool, guys. I think I've already got a Legion blueprints,
Carry that to the
so
Absolutely.
potentially stack them. Too bad I'm not running bolt accelerators right now. Alright, cool. I really like that. That's a really cool area. I know, it's pretty cool. I like the layout. Imagine that 4 players on challenge rating 5. It would just be nuts. That's pretty cool. I like that. Reassembler, friendly fire, Legion. I think I did already have a Legion, yeah, that I brought in. So I don't know. Let's do that. And I need to power up artifacts to make Vosk happy. See, it'll take. Will it take? Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I got the dart, man. It's I'll show you the hatches real quick. It's a great deal of fun. Alright, so this is the way they look, which is kind of polished up from what they showed us in the dev live stream, honestly. And yeah, pretty easy to use. Bring you down to the bottom. The top is here, and it puts you out here. They've actually made 2 grapple points. Since the center point where it used to be is kind of crowded now. And this is a very small space to walk around in now, but yeah, that's going to be a whole lot easier in mid-combat with a full team. Absolutely love it. Plus, now you can get into the dart no matter where you grapple to. One of the biggest complaints that people had, in my experience, was that they had trouble grappling specifically to the door. Now it doesn't matter. You can grapple anywhere and you can still get inside. 10-10, yeah, I love it. I think it's great. That should address everybody's issue, I think. And since you haven't seen this area yet, I'll just do a quick flyby. This is kind of what we're looking at. Lots of stone pillars and stuff. Really quite cool. When I jumped in, there were enemy ships. And yeah, that's about all. That's about it. It's really beautiful. It's got Starscape, planet in the distance. Pretty cool. I like the way they've crafted this one. Detecting deep space radiation. Okay. I will say the radioactive zones are pretty close. The borders of the exterior are a bit close, so I'd like to see them widened out a little bit personally, but nah, overall I really love this new area. It's pretty sick.
The transporter is under fire. You need to get closer and get the attention of hostile ships.
Okay, and now we're about to unlock the Coalition, guys.
Stuff?
Why, yes. How did you know?
Which... let's go ahead and put that in. Not that I'm aware of. We'll find out. Barrett does say it's in rough shape when you first get it now. I don't remember if that was true of... I don't remember if that was true or not of what she said when you unlocked it in the main build.
Materia filters.
Pretty much, more or less, it's the same thing she says about the catamaran when you first unlock it. Okay. There we go. And they're dropping. Huh.
Quickly, repair the exterior conduits to restore our shields. We'll take care of the damages inside.
Down below.
Never fret, Buddy's right behind you. Exterminate all Legion trash.
I love that they've added melee weapons. It is a perfect fit.
Look out the trash.
That is absolutely something this game needed.
A fine shot indeed. Clearing out the materia filter.
Excellent. Carry on to the next conduit.
Have at you, Legion scum. A fine shot indeed.
Yeah, we got a weapon there. Some kind.
Online, just in time. We're detecting more Legion ships approaching. We need to hold them off while we
Okay, and jump to the ship.
We're counting on you.
Cool. Being able to get in from any side is wonderful. I feel like that's kind of what this thing needed, right?
Legion ships are here.
I think, yes. There it is. Okay. I knew I left the shield unit out of here. Oh, wait. Are you kidding me? That's wonderful. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the laser ships, they now tell you how far away they are. In the main build, they didn't tell you how far away they are. Now you've got range indications on the laser ships. That'll make it so much easier. I usually just had to start shooting randomly when I was hoping I might be in range. Now I'll know. That's excellent.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Emptying materia filters.
And this is funny, having the dart unlocked before I do the coalition mission.
This wave of Legion ships.
Okay, it looks like it's on the side.
Quickly, repair the exterior conduits to restore our shields. We'll take care of the damages inside.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab the shield unit. May have been enough charges in the other one, but
Shield unit installed. Shield unit installed.
You need to
I don't want to take the time to be wrong. Bye, friend.
On foot exit.
Bye, friend.
That's one down.
Cool.
Proceed to the next location.
Time to take out the trash. Purging the materia filters.
We need to repair the shield. Great. Continue to repair.
Aha, got one.
That is so satisfying.
Good job. Shields are active again. Our jump drive is almost ready. Buy us just a little more time. One last wave.
Alright. I guess it doesn't matter, it's gonna be a cutscene anyway.
Our jump drive is 80% charged.
Okay, there's the laser. And in range. Jeez! Even with only Mark II fragment cannons, having 2 Legion blueprints in, just boom. Over half its health in a single shot. And they're not even fully upgraded. Just imagine if you had them fully upgraded. Okay. Cool. Is there anything worth grabbing? I think it was a wrench.
Let's get out of here before more ships attack. Engaging jump drive.
Cool. Alright guys, well, I don't have enough time to do another mission, but if you guys had anything you wanted me to test before I sign off, I can do that, or let's take a quick look around and see what all is here before we sign off, test a few things myself, and if you got anything you want to see, let me know. Anders, they, Victor.
The Terran Resistance Coalition is in your debt.
Okay. Cool deal. I don't think I got a new component off that. Nope.
Interesting.
You've got a nice setup here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ander Korch, commander of the 3rd Fleet of the Terran Resistance Coalition.
Got all the weapons up to Mark II.
Looking for survivors willing to join our cause.
I've got in the solid state up to Mark II.
It's not going as well as we hoped.
Let's
Most crews we find just want to stay in the shadows, and I don't blame them.
let's get the engines up to Mark II.
The machines outnumber us 1 billion to 1. There's no path to winning this war through brute force alone. But then I saw you have a help.
So we got the vendors now.
The same goal of seeking the Legion's destruction.
Let's see, what do you got? Shield recycler, shield reflector, and grid redirector, which is really powerful in the dark, especially if you have a ton of empty spaces, which I wouldn't right now, but... Oh, you can get a railgun. That's cool. First time I've seen one. Let's see, what other options? We got a Mark I Javelin, Zero Cyclip and Halberd, Mark II Maul, and a Mark I Iron Belt. So yeah, it swaps out what weapons you get each time. It's random, but they can be anywhere from 0 to 3 on Mark. Yeah, and this one in Mark II would cost 1,500 credits. That's the most expensive I've seen. But yeah, no, that's really cool. Plus, with weapon stashes and sector modifiers and all that stuff in the game now, it's so much easier to find gear.
With the assistance we get from the Coalition, the heart of the galaxy is within our reach. There we will discover the true source of the corruption. But before we can get there, I need some time to deep scan the front line. If there is a weakness in the Legion's defense around the heart, I will find it. For now, you should head out and find more ships, components, and equipment, and make sure everything is upgraded and ready for the next chapter in our campaign.
See what we got.
When I'm ready, and our
Ingots. Upgrade the artifacts for Vosk. Answer the distress call I just did.
Great
Barrett.
job.
The coalition ship is sacred, and they've agreed to stand with us. We couldn't have asked for a better outcome. I'll admit, I've been skeptical of Iris's plan to take on the Legion. But with the coalition fleet backing us, a chance. I don't know, but right now, anything feels possible.
Alright guys, well this is really cool. I got assignments for them. I'll worry about that later. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all joining. I hope you're having a great one. I'm gonna sign off here and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.